Welcome, everybody, to White Rabbit Gaming. We are doing a Horde of Horrors one-shot.
Woo!
Yay.
I just realized that camera's turned a bit.
No, it's perfect.
He was standing somewhere else when I centered it earlier.
So,
Here we go.
announcements.
Extra
Live? Yeah. So, we have extra life links down below if you'd like to donate to them. For every $1 you donate gives us a reroll in the Bullies of the Bed Dragon Blowfield campaign. Every $20 you donate gives us an auto crit. And we'd be much appreciated if you donate through those, because we need the rerolls and the auto crits, because we used a crap ton of them like 3 sessions ago. So... And also, we need to beat last year's thing.
Beat it. Anything else? Any streams to announce this week? We can wait till later.
We do that.
Yeah, we do it at the end.
Thank you, Fantastical Filaments, for sponsoring the minis that you see every week, every other week.
Oh, crap.
Bed Dragon Weeks.
Yep. Is the music playing?
I'm working on it.
Alright.
We do have a shop that also helps fund a lot of our stuff. WhiteRabbitGamingShop.com. I've added some.
Could you be louder?
Sorry! No kidding.
I've added some stickers and some maps and a blanket in there, and you can use the code FEYWILD to save 10% off your order. Yep.
Try not to drop any of that, because if I just do that, the discs are going everywhere.
Should get you a dice tray to dump them into.
I do.
I think that there's like 4 extra dice trays.
There's
in
definitely one over there because I left it here for people to use.
So,
Rob
welcome.
just got a donation.
I did.
What?
It popped up on the email.
Welcome to the Horde of Horrors.
Yeah.
What?
Agreeing that. I can't
Reading
hear
what
over the
Hawkman said.
rolling.
Yeah, Hawkman's. I can't hear over the rolling.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Horde of Heckles.
Yeah. The Horde of Horrors, a group of monstrous evildoers. It has been some time since your.
Jody. That'll be there.
Thank you.
It has been some time since your battle at the North Pole, where you saved Christmas and were rewarded with jewels worth a lot of money. Your party has changed a bit. Few have come and gone. With you, you find Joink and Pick returning. So, you guys are all in your found mansion. Torg, you are in your room located on the very top floor, and you just start feeling the mansion.
What the fuck is going on?
And you all would notice this as well in your respective spaces.
What?
And as you make a perception check, everybody.
My experiments. Starting off hot. 8.
8.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
1.
1.
20.
11. I know
20.
all over that.
19.
What'd you get, Jody?
I'm still trying to work it out. Where would it be?
Sorry,
Oh my
guys.
goodness.
Did not think I dug that close to the foundation.
Is this what they mean by it's settling?
Am I finally being dragged to hell?
1.
I got a nat 1.
Okay, so 2 nat 1s. All right.
Starting off
So
hot.
you two, everybody else
I mean,
just
I nat 3.
feels the house shaking, and it feels like it's sinking. Those of you at the first floor, you notice that the house's floor just disappears, and you see grass, like the house is magically being pulled down.
What?
You two, looking outside, can definitely confirm that the ground is getting closer, and the house seems to be getting pulled down.
Are there? Not that I'll go downstairs. Is there anybody on the first floor who's getting pulled down with the house? Like
No, as you go down, you see Argo, your butler, and Job, your pet
Tiger.
were-tiger, run outside in fear as their home is being pulled down.
Their home. It's our home.
They live here too. Everybody get the fuck out of here.
Does everybody leave?
Yes.
I stopped digging and I.
No, I have to.
Why are you digging in the house again?
Yes.
Okay. So you
I'm at
guys,
least gonna,
all make your
go
way
out at the
outside.
last minute.
the last minute, you are now caught. Are you on the first floor?
Yeah.
So the ceiling that leads up to the second floor is now crushing down upon you.
Oh, well, I guess I'll run upstairs and
Okay,
Go
so
out.
you run upstairs. You're a cat lady, man. So
Cat dude.
yeah, you're able to slink through. Make a acrobatics check, just to see how well you do it.
I wanted my stuff. Natural 20, so 32.
Okay, so you get out no
Fucking
problem,
drugs, man.
like a cat. If your head can fit through it, your whole body can. You guys all make your way outside into the now lushly growing greenery at this time of year, as life is regrown. The plants are beginning to regrow.
Hate this time of year.
Argo, what the fuck's going on?
I don't know. Perhaps they do. And he points to the edge of your guys' property. Down the long path, you see a beautiful, almost angelic-looking figure with dark red wings, dark plate armor, has a very stern look on her face, and there's about a dozen tall, bald figures, dark red skin with chains all wrapped around them.
I
And
like that.
she is writing.
I start walking up to her.
I'm walking too.
Sure.
'Cause I'm pissed because my lab was in that house.
Are you guys responsible for this?
Well, of course.
Why?
Unpaid taxes.
I never got a bill.
Let me read the contract. Let's see here. Are you Vivian Karnov or current resident?
Current resident.
The contract does state that if you fail to make any payments due on the house given to Miss Karnov or current resident, that all belongings in the house will be foreclosed and returned to Lavistus, Archduke of the 5th level of Hell.
Again, I never got a bill.
None of us got a bill. How are we supposed to pay taxes if
No,
we
they've
don't
gone
get any?
unpaid for many years. This was the last year of negligent tax paying. So,
Well, Vivian's dead.
well, that is great. Then you will take her debt.
Again, never got a bill.
How much does he owe?
Somewhere in the 100,000 soul coin area.
Well, shit.
She paid to have her and her whole family have eternal life and this lovely, lovely mansion.
Job, get your ass over here.
And he's just kind of, yeah.
What do you know about this?
We know Mom did some shady things, but she never really told me much.
How much is he worth?
Oh, not much. You're in luck, though. The contract does state that you would be given an option to buy the property and any goods inside back at the auction taking place in about an hour.
Where's this auction at?
In Stygia, the 5th level of Hell.
I've always wanted to go to hell.
The contract also does state that you will be provided a one-way trip there to bid back on your property.
Great.
One way.
What's the cost to get back then?
You will have to barter once you are there.
How's the grave digging business?
Good
going
day.
now?
I don't know why
Yeah,
you're
well,
so
you
worried. I
see
think we'll
a
fit
portal
right in.
Could it be
Open up.
possible that you can just dig us all the way to hell and we'd be able to get there for free?
The chain devils do all walk out, and she turns at the end. The portal will be open for 15 more seconds. Good day.
I joke.
Shit!
Okay.
Let's go!
Yep.
Let's go! Everyone!
I make sure everybody gets through.
Wait, you want me to dig to hell, or are we going through there?
We're going through now. We do,
Alright,
unless
fine.
you can dig in 10 seconds.
And so,
Red Rum, we're going now.
as you all pass through the portal, do you take Job and Argo with you?
No. Well, probably shouldn't. Actually, no. We could use them as bartering chips. We could use We can use
Yeah,
them for
but
soul
somebody
coins.
ought to be here if the house comes back and then we're
No,
not back.
I'm not gonna take Joe with me. He'll just be a pain in the ass.
What
So,
if we need the soul coins?
He's not worth a lot.
What if we need one soul coin?
Then we'll
We
kill
use her
you.
mouse.
You got your shield, don't you?
Actually, how many souls do I have charged up in mine currently?
how many souls did you have last time?
Should I be collecting souls?
Yes!
Fuck!
No.
Only one weirdo
I
who really
just-
does
You
that.
have 2 souls.
We just, like, kill
think that's
people?
how I
We have
had
to
it
kill
last
100,000
time.
people?
We'll figure it
Oh,
out when we get
play
there.
Paco.
Or we maybe have to fight. Or
So, as you guys enter and exit the portal, the first thing you feel is freezing cold. You look around,
It's cold.
you see an entire sheet of ice before you.
He did say La Vistas.
Aha. Okay. I had 3 the
Figured
last
out.
time.
Icebergs cover the landscape. You are right next to an open, like a large open river that flows through this.
Don't touch the water.
Kind of thirsty, though.
Harrison.
Hmm.
I had written as 3, if that's okay.
Yep, that's good.
I checked
Do
my
I
pocket.
recognise the water on account of I have this dagger which sends folks
Everybody
into
make a
this
history
water.
check.
I was just going off of being a paladin. That's cocked.
11.
11.
18.
Okay,
11.
if you got above a 10, you have heard of the River Styx.
Oh, this is a water what's my dagger sends people to.
As you look on the water, you do see lots of boats. Make a perception check too, everybody.
Wow, this is going all over the place today.
16.
24.
9. 12.
18.
6.
Okay, so if you got above a 15, you do notice that there's a lot of like raggedy-looking boats here. Some of them are nicer than others. One does stick out. It's like a naval ship. It looks like it might have propellers on the top, and the ship is manned by large hippo-looking fellows.
With my history check, would I know about the whole coin?
Yeah.
Pay coin for the ship.
No. No.
Told you guys we should have bought an airship.
I have a question.
I don't
Did
think
you
we would've
intend
gotten
to
it
have the attack
It might
space
have
fight on
gotten
tax
taken
day?
with the house.
Yes.
Depends on how big I dug the
Yeah,
hole.
in case you were wondering what the theme is, tax day's on
Tax day.
Monday, pay your taxes.
Psych, it's not an
Damn
Easter
it.
one shot,
No,
guys.
no.
Lies.
I'll start walking through the hippo people.
Sure. And as you do look out, you do see just a large gathering of devils, humanoids, monsters, hags, undead, all gathered in this area.
Yeah, I
You
told
see
you
a few.
we'd fit in.
You see a few giant figures along this auctioning area that all runs by the River Styx. And you do off in the distance see your house.
Hey, there's a house.
Kind of like it down here better. It's kind of cold. View.
Yeah, it is
View's
pretty
much
cold,
nicer.
uncomfortable.
It's
Not for
You'd
you.
be fine except you stole my hoodie. Forgot
So do you
mine.
go to the hippo people or do you go to your house?
I go to the hippo people.
Okay.
Because you're wearing a goblin sized hoodie.
So you're at the edge of the ship. You see one come up and he has a blunderbuss in his hand. What can I do for you?
Auction's on the other side of the river, right?
No, this side of the river.
Oh, bad perception.
I didn't know much better either.
Looks like a pretty nice house there. Our buyer plans to buy it, and we're gonna take it downriver for him.
That's our house.
Maybe if you buy it.
It was our house, I guess, is the more apt phrase.
Well, best luck to you in the auction.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, never mind. No, they said what it was. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna ask if it's soul coin that they take, but they did say soul coin.
They said that's what we owed. They didn't say
Yeah.
that's what it was going to be for the auction.
Oh.
You have a worrying look on your face. Hopefully you brought enough soul coin to buy your house back.
Is there an
We
exchange
maybe.
area?
Yes, there is an exchange area right over there. He points to a small, shackled hut.
Alright, let's go.
Head over to the exchange area.
Sure.
How much gold for soul coin?
So you go over and you see a green-skinned, skinny-looking fellow with pointed horns, and he has a very thin beard. What do you need?
I like this guy. You look trustworthy.
We need soul coin now.
Soul coins.
What's the exchange rate down here?
What do you offer?
Regular gold.
Be about 100 gold pieces for a soul coin.
Shit.
I give him 9,000 gold pieces.
So that will get you 900 soul coins.
I give him 200 gold pieces.
100 gold pieces.
I've got some very time-sensitive experiments on there. I'll give it 7,000.
Right, so
So you guys do the math on how
I don't
many
need
you
to have
have.
that bad. I've lived in a lot
So it'll be
worse.
7,000.
I'm
so
gonna
it'll be
keep my
700.
gold if it's the
And
same.
as you think that, you do remember that the ball of yarn that Red Rum likes to play with is in that house.
Ah, shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Well,
my hand's still
I
gold.
can give you like.
Yeah, your hand's golden.
Yeah.
Okay, well anyway.
Right.
I don't
so
remember how that happened.
I was
have
trying to
touched
grab
it.
something out of the water and it turned my hand gold.
I have
I was
about
trying to catch
4,000
it
gold
before it went in the
on
water.
account of spending a lot of it.
So how much gold total are you guys doing? I'll Rob do the math.
I
Right,
did 7,000 and he said it's
7,000, 8,000.
Question.
9,000.
Before I give you this gold, is there like another way to get soul coins that doesn't involve me giving you?
You
could
hunt him down yourself.
Oh, that sounds like much more fun. Where can I just go killing folks? Why don't we just kill
the
them?
problem is we don't have.
You need to know the detailed fixings of turning the soul into the coin. That's something that only a Duke of Hell could do.
We also
Well,
don't have
Well,
time,
is
I
there
don't think.
perchance any Duke of Hell who's looking for a group of folks that's real good at killing people?
Not around here.
Where would one be?
I don't know. You could check the first level of hell. I'm sure that Bella Zariel would
So it's 100
like to make you a
per
deal.
one.
You have
Right.
700 soul coins, Sean.
That's why I was making.
Well, I don't think we're gonna have enough of the soul coins to buy back the house if it's worth like 100,000.
We could just wait for someone to buy it and then kill them and take it.
That is true.
We are in hell, and contracts are pretty binding here. I don't think we could just take it from somebody.
Well, what,
Down.
We
kill
can
them.
certainly try.
We could make them fill out contract.
Down here
Then
is the
kill them.
problem. We don't know where they're going afterwards.
Or maybe,
We're also in hell.
maybe
Where do you
we
think they're
can
gonna go after
find
we kill
one of
them?
these rich
Further in hell.
so-and-sos and say, hey, we want to make a deal. Buy that house for us and we'll go kill whoever you want.
If it's a rich so-and-so you're looking for, I could point you in the right direction.
Yes.
Will you sweeten the pot?
One soul coin.
No, something else.
I can give you this gold hand.
Ah, no, not the hand!
Now that does interest me.
Get out my
Oh,
great
there's
axe.
the hand.
I just fixed it so it can actually somewhat articulate, and I don't
Aren't
want
you
to
a
lose.
lizard? Doesn't your shit grow back?
It'll just grow back.
That doesn't sound good at all.
It'll take you a while.
Hold his arm down.
We don't care.
You will not have another hand for the session.
Just got a new axe. Want to try it out?
No, I just got it so I can actually move it.
What else do you have? Something from the material plane.
Oh, I
Something
have
you
Santa's
don't get.
snowball.
Oh. What is Santa?
I have
He's great patron of gift giving.
this fancy charisma
Well, there is
perfume.
lots of snow around, so I don't know how I would like that.
I have what's left of a candy cane short sword.
I have
A piece of Santa's banner.
Potion of healing?
wait, maybe I gotta have something cool. I have 10 midnight violet flowers. Do you like flowers?
You know what? Throw in a few of the flowers, a healing potion, your banner, and your candy cane, and we've got a deal.
Alright.
I had my tears
Yeah,
with
they're all
the
the things.
banner that I love so much.
What?
It's the one thing I took out of my room before the house collapsed into the ground.
No. Gotcha. Okay, we were good.
So, that bony looking madam over there looking at your house. Very powerful lich. Name is Naren Yay. Nobody down here, even in hell.
Is that like a play on Saren Ray?
Maybe. N-U-R-E-N-Y-E.
Close enough.
Nobody even down here would dare step against her. She plans on buying your house for a vacation home.
Well, that's our vacation home.
No, that's our home.
She has been known to make deals before. She's kind of over the whole evil thing. She's been around for a millennia. Really just bored with it now.
Maybe she'll take our butler and that useless were-tiger.
You were-tiger. I would love to have one of those. I hear they look just like the Rakshasa.
I said we should have taken him with us.
Fine.
Use it to play some tricks.
How much soul coin they worth?
Maybe 30 or so.
Oh, that's all.
Oh.
Told you it
Little
wasn't
light.
worth that much.
But we could have been 30 soul coin richer.
Right, I think we go talk to the bony lady.
Bony lady.
That's what he said.
That sounds weird. Out of context.
He called
There
her a
was
bony
complete
lady.
context.
It was,
She's a hooker.
I know, but I said after, if somebody heard it on their mind.
you're an idiot. Have I told you that recently?
I'm a smart idiot.
I start heading to Naren, right?
Okay, so you cut your way through, passing all kinds of undead and monstrous figures. And you do see a bony figure standing there with her back turned to you, looking at your guys' house. She has about a half dozen, you sense it being a paladin, you would sense it too being a cleric, undead figures in dark plate mail surrounding her as guards, and she also has a frost giant next to her.
Oh, great.
Listen, is anybody besides me a smooth talker? Because I think maybe we should
I can be
approach
slightly,
with some.
What
I
an
can be
evil
slightly
looking house.
charismatic.
You keep your mouth shut.
It is so beautiful. I cannot wait to make it my own. And she
What?
turns to you guys and you see a skeleton face.
Well, you can certainly rent it from us.
I told you to keep your mouth shut.
Please,
Why
somebody.
would I need to pay rent in my future home?
Real
That's
quick, is there anything else besides the house, like that's going to be on
Make a
auction?
perception check.
That's true. do have 50 gold left.
It's gonna be an 11.
$100
They do have the items up there. You do see two things. You see a chained, short, stocky giant. Looks like a hill giant up for sale. And then you also see
Won't fit in the house.
a set of feathery wings that almost have a radiant glow off of them. A set of angel wings. Those are the only two other things that you see.
Madam,
Yes.
as it turns out, we were not informed of a lingering debt that we were supposed to pay in taxes on this house. Thus, it is here.
Always pay your taxes.
We didn't know. Not an excuse. Not
It
an
took
excuse.
me several lifetimes to figure that out.
Right. You seem like a woman who has seen a lot and done a lot and is perhaps...
Do I not look youthful anymore? And she puts her skeleton hand up against her.
No, I mean,
skull for a head.
I don't mean it like that, ma'am. I mean like you just ooze talent and knowledge and such things of that nature.
In my time, I have had my ass kicked several times, but never quite like that.
Well, I am particularly good at the kissing of the ass. On
You
that,
have humored me. So this house is yours.
Well, it was until it was drugged down here.
Devil's contracts, they are very difficult to get out of.
Especially when you don't know about them.
And you don't have the soul coins to pay for, do you?
I have one.
That should inform you
You are
enough
on
of what
your
we
way.
have.
Can you buy the house for me?
That is an interesting proposition.
I was getting
Oh shit! Sorry.
You see that
Get
room up there?
excited.
My top hat and monocle are in there. I fit in way better if I had those right now.
Will you buy the house for me?
I don't think that's how you're supposed to say that.
I am very sorry for my comrades.
And as she does that, her fingers click as its bones. There is a favor you could do for me, and I shall buy your house. It's quite tiny compared to mine.
Well, from what I heard, you were using it as a vacation home.
Yes, you see, my vacation home currently in Stygia is covered in fire. And I just can't be bothered to go there. It would be just too boring. I don't know. I just spent the first 10,000 years of my life wanting to rule everything. Pissed off a lot of people and gods. Now I'm just bored and want to watch the world. But my current home is engulfed in flames at the moment. Probably from 5,000 years ago, whenever I tried to take over the elemental plane of fire, and Kosuth, the Lord of Flames, the God of Fire, decided to not take kindly to that.
As she's talking about pissing off gods, Tori knows all too well about pissing off gods.
So is
It
that
could
house up
be.
for grabs?
No, of course not.
We don't want the house that's on fire.
Yes, we do.
Go there and you put out
You could set
the
your own ass on fire and not mine.
put out the flames of Kosuth. Make my house free to go to. And I will buy you your mansion.
We're gonna need a lot of water, some magical such and such, I assume, to put out said fire.
You could break through the ice, but the river Styx is a nasty place.
Oh, I know, I send people there quite frequently.
Do you?
Yeah, that's what I do with this.
Very delicate. Do we have a deal? I won't write up a contract. I grow tired of that.
I do ask for one additional thing with the house if we are to.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to ask me to buy you more things.
No.
There would be more
If
favors.
you, afterwards, after this is all said and done, if you could get us back to our plane on the
You
material
could.
realm.
Well, my original plan was to. Do you see those fellows that look like the land mammal, the murder horse? What do they call the
Hippos.
Hippo, yes. They were going to tether it to the ship and take it down, maybe to the next level of hell. I don't know. But they could possibly get you back to the material plane.
I imagine we should probably talk to them after we complete your assignment.
I will see to it that it's done if you get me my home back.
I think you have a
If you
deal,
don't,
ma'am.
it will be fine. I'll just buy this one.
I mean, right
Good
now,
health.
if we don't do it, I think we'll be dead, so it doesn't matter.
Well, we'll be in hell anyway.
You sure I can't
Fucking cold.
interest you in having me buy you this nice set of angel wings, or perhaps this slack-jawed hill giant?
I definitely don't want the hill giant.
Not as useful as a frost giant here. And you look, and there's just a frost giant standing there with his arms crossed, looking at you guys.
Well, and I think that's Torig's, part of Torig's ancestry, so. Is frost giant, since he's cold resistant.
How did you get a giant to just sort of...
Oh, Earl?
Yeah.
Well, they come here to Stygia sometimes, and he was about to drown in the river Styx. I was bored, I saved him, he pledged a life debt. Now he follows me around. It could take you to where my vacation home is, maybe one of your material plane half-day journeys, I would say.
If he would be so kind, I think we would very much appreciate that.
I don't know. He's his own man. Maybe you can ask him, but I doubt he'll want to go near the fire. He hates things when it's hot. You should have seen him when we went to Avernus. He hated it. He was sweating the whole time, saying, "Ah, blah, blah, blah," which means I'm tired.
Yes. Arr, arr, arr.
As you do that, Earl kind of looks at you, knowing that you speak giant.
I guess not
I would,
Adam.
for one hand, would have loved to eat.
Alright.
Oh,
So, what would those angel wings do?
well, they would give you the power of flight. They would give you divine radiant energy, and I don't know. I really haven't tried them on, but they would be pretty cool.
Do you think we're gonna buy those too?
Oh no, I don't want them. That would make things too easy for me. Sometimes I just tie my hand behind my back when I do things just to make it more interesting.
I would do that, but I have two-handed axe, so probably not a good idea.
I'll
Also make it hard to dig.
I can chop all of your hands off so you can make it. So you can try
Or
with
we
one hand.
could just chop yours off.
I'll walk over to Earl.
No.
Earl's just looking at you.
And then in Giant, your mistress says that you might be able to assist us.
I do what mistress wants.
Could you show us to the location of the house that's on fire?
Yes.
We're being sent to help put it out.
I listened. I speak common. You did not ask.
I just felt it'd be more comfortable to speak in a native language.
Let's not tell the others.
Sounds good.
I do not like conversing.
He said he'll help us, guys.
Good. Let's go.
I will formally bow to Narenray to appreciate whatever.
Okay.
To show my appreciation in giving us this job.
She nods at you guys and goes back to admiring her maybe soon-to-be house. Anything else before you guys head out?
I'm just trying to speak giant right now. Saying some horrifying things in giant.
You're speaking gibberish.
Just like you.
You're like an American tourist, furious that the natives don't speak English.
Pretty much. There's not a price as listed on the Angel Wings at all, is there? Like,
No, there's no price on it, but you get that that's a pretty...
well, some auctions they have. If you just pay a flat fee, you can
buy
buy
it
it now.
No.
It's the hell version of eBay.
Yeah.
We find our own angel, take the wings off.
So
ourselves.
eBay.
Yeah.
The angel wings would be pretty cool.
Maybe find boneless wings later.
Maybe.
Not really my aesthetic.
You can paint them.
I mean,
With
I
blood.
am kind of interested in it.
I have a feeling if I touch those, I burst into flames.
Not if you touch them with its stupid
What's
golden
wrong
hand.
with you?
He thinks he's more evil than he actually is.
Yeah.
Bad horse. Bad horse.
I'd do more things if you let me.
Yeknas, you do feel a tug at your metal arm.
Trying to pull it off.
Where?
You look down, you see a very small gnomish figure, very gaunt in the face, very just gross and ragged looking, very feral. He's got like a big long red hat on, almost as long as his body, and he's sitting there tugging on it, chewing on it a little bit.
Is it one of Santa's elves?
Huh?
Is it one of Santa's elves?
And it's not one of Santa's elves.
Okay. The red hat, that's the only reason I asked.
It is a red cap.
Oh God. Alright.
I definitely am also wearing a red cap.
Scream!
He runs away.
You're not a gnome, though.
I'm not.
I really want it. Ooh. Actually.
I was gonna say I speak Gnomish. I could talk to him.
Do you say anything to him?
I was gonna say hey stop, but he was.
He ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to sticker fling his ass as he can.
It's a little late for that. Little bugger ran off.
I got 60 feet.
Yes, let's throw a sacred flame into the middle of all these hoity-toity evil sorts. That'll go well.
I didn't say I was going to do it. I said I wanted to do it.
Yeah, radiant damage in hell. I'm sure that'll go over great.
I know.
The
Well,
road
you
to
did see me
hell
do
is
it.
paved with stupid intentions.
Also, you
Well,
catch
this-
sacred flame and you're afraid of the wings?
I didn't say where I got my powers
Stupidest.
from.
We never said
Smart
he was
guy
smart.
we know.
But he's pretty.
No.
No.
And as you say that, you do hear a voice, "Oh, you're very pretty."
Him.
And you see a hag come up to you, just very, very gross looking. One of her eyes is lower than the other. She has maggots crawling out of her hair.
Yeah, I'll give her a hug. Except that I'm just like hugging her leg because I'm really short.
You have any of those pies?
She picks you up. How much for your soul?
100,000 soul coins.
Oh, out of my price range.
How much for your soul?
How much do you have?
1 soul coin.
Not enough.
You have any of those dream pastries?
No. I have goop pastries.
That sounds disgusting.
They are quite gross.
What they made out of?
She pulls out like a cloth and unfolds it, and you just see like wads of look like mud and
I just take a bite.
scum, and it tastes gross. Make a Constitution.
Hey, I was going to buy that.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Just the second that it hits your mouth, you puke. Oh, and she scoops up some of the puke and puts it in there and mashes it up.
I take a bite.
Okay.
Take discount?
The second time, make a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw? is 11.
Somehow your bile made it digest easier.
Never going to
Gross.
gross like food down here.
No.
It's okay.
That's what happens when you travel with goblins.
You eat it all.
Right. I'm just gonna sneak off then and keep going.
If your soul's for sale, tell me. I'll buy it. Give you some cool powers too.
No,
No.
I already got a few cool things I can do. Thanks, though.
Okay. Bye. You guys doing anything else here?
I don't have anything.
It's cold. Let's go.
Very cold.
Watching the clown show over here.
Yeah, you guys have been here for maybe like 30 minutes or so, but you get the longer you stay here, the longer it's probably going to be to function, especially you being a cold-blooded. Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, I've got fur. I'm a little more insulated, but
Earl will will eventually lead you guys. Takes you about, maybe takes 6 hours to get there. He does go really fast and then have to stop and wait for you guys. He's used to trudging through.
I don't know if
This
he has
cold
to wait
area.
for me. 'Cause
Are you
I'm
sprinting the
pretty
entire
fast.
time?
I land on Earl's shoulder.
And you try to climb up Earl, he does keep setting you down.
I am going to try to use the flame tongue mace for heat. to
Sure.
keep me
Oh yeah,
somewhat
that'll
warm.
be fine. Yeah, it's enough to keep you
I'll put Joink on my
uncomfortable.
shoulder.
Yes.
Not.
I'll put Joink on my shoulder.
Sure.
We can dance in as we're going. I feel pretty good.
Probably
You,
the safest place for you to be, by the way.
Yeah, you're still uncomfortable in this cold, but
Oh, you would have gotten a
flame
plus
tongue
4 to
mace
your
does help.
save, by the way.
I still not want.
Well, I meant on the second one.
Oh.
You guys do eventually make it, and Earl stops. He points.
What do we see?
When you look out, you do see a small flash of red light in the distance. Looks like there might be what looks like a fire.
Yeah.
Well, that looks probably like the right way.
I'll nod in appreciation to Earl. Thanks.
Goodbye, Earl.
I wait for you.
Wait, you spoke common this whole time?
You did not ask.
We could have been best friends.
We start walking.
Sure. So you start walking. As you do enter this area, it does feel warmer. Still uncomfortable, but warmer. You do notice the occasional, as you get a little bit closer, it gets warmer and warmer, and you notice the occasional like part where the ice has melted through, and water. You see the endless ocean beneath it.
Watch your step, everybody.
As you continue
And I would
to the
stick
source of the
close.
flames, this entire area just has magical flames wisping up out of nowhere.
Just cast Dispel Magic a bunch of times.
Don't have that.
That'll work against a god.
You'd have to roll a theoretical natural 20 in order to do that, I think.
We got time.
No, we don't.
I don't think we have the theoretical spell slots to do that.
No.
Do we see a clear path to get to these magical flames?
Make a perception check, everybody.
Oh. First time I rolled it. Let's go.
Hey. You said perception?
Yeah.
22.
23.
13.
21.
6.
Felt great about my rolling.
What are we rolling for?
Perception.
Oh,
She's not very perceptive.
You're a cat.
21.
21, yeah, I'd say everybody sees it off in the distance. There, not too far away, there is a brazier with a flame in it. Looks like that is the source of the flames.
That's probably where we need to head to.
Let's go. Tired of being in the cold.
I am carefully walking across this ice.
Yeah, and you can find spaces that are okay to go past. But there are just the noticeable places that looks like the flames have been lapping at longer that were completely melted. But you do make your way. You guys doing anything on the walk up?
Just keeping an eye out for
Treading carefully.
fire playing people.
Yeah.
Sitting carefully on his shoulder.
Yeah.
You get within, like 30 feet of it. It appears to be a flame.
Should we just kick it over or something?
Is it casting a shadow?
No.
Okay. Shit.
I don't know what that means.
I can stab shadows.
Put my gold hand over.
Do you go up to it?
We're like 30 feet away, John.
Oh, I thought we were closer to it.
You can go closer to it.
We gotta go this way anyway. Might as well get closer to it.
Yes, when you get closer to it, it's like a brass brazier, and you put your hands over it.
Don't feel anything.
Feels hot, like
Okay.
really hot.
Okay.
And your hand being solid gold, you do feel it kind of slump a little bit as you go over. So now instead of your hand being like this, it's like this.
Damn it, I just fixed it.
Gold is a very malleable
Told you we
material.
should have just cut it off.
I agree.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think we did actually eventually cut it off. I don't remember if we actually did.
Well,
or not.
right now we don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's been retconned. But I would like to actually make it so. Well, it probably doesn't now, but like make it so it could actually articulate.
Anything that you did on it just got
Yeah,
undone
it's
by
just gotten
putting your hand
ruined.
over
Yeah,
the
it's
fire.
just gotten ruined now.
The source of the flames from the elemental plane of fire is pretty hot.
Well, how do we enter it?
And as Yucknaz is standing there, you guys do begin to smell like the smell of like burnt leather as his skin begins to sizzle.
Maybe step
Extreme
back.
sunburn. Not taking any damage, but it is hot. It feels kind of nice for you actually, but it is really hot.
I'm gonna step back a bit.
Yeah.
Nice barbecue lizard.
I'll make you dig your own grave.
Studded leather to plate mail.
I will. Okay, I'll just go ahead and knock it over with my sword.
Make an attack roll.
It's a 16.
16 as you go to hit it. Ting! You hit it, and it does knock over. Rolls to the ground. Comes back facing straight up, and the flames still going. And then you see flames explode out of it. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Me too.
Whoever was close, yeah.
He's on my shoulder.
Whoever
Give a
was.
+4 to it.
Jesus. Alright.
23.
27.
Okay, so you both pass. $43 points of fire damage, halved,
Yeah, what's that?
as a very large fire being, a smaller fire being, and 2 fire lizards come out of the brazier. Roll initiative.
Alright. Good on this one.
Oh, come on, don't do that.
What happened?
going to peek in the middle because of that stupid piece of tape I had to put in there because Steve and Bucky got into a wrestling match on top of this one. And that's why we don't leave our maps out, kids. Okay. So that's the brazier. Jody, what does your character look like? Is it human?
She's a tiefling.
Tiefling. Use that. Okay. So you two were up close, right?
Mm-hmm. I've got spirit on me too. If we want to use spirit.
Yeah, I've already got one. You have on your shoulder still?
Unless he got knocked off of it from the explosion.
No, with that high of a save. I use the brain people for lizards.
Eh,
Those are a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Oh my, yeah.
Okay.
God, I hate those little things.
fighting.
Oh yes, fighting music. Alright. $25 to 20. Anybody?
Let me make sure. I had to check one of my skills first. Yep, 25. I do have the alert feat, so
Woo! Woot.
I know to help.
20 to 15.
16.
16.
I also got 16.
I'm assuming you have a better dex.
Probably do.
What's
5.
your dex? 5?
Oh yeah. I got +2, so yeah.
And then, what did I say? 20 to 15. So 15 to 10.
11.
13. Tiefling is slow to act.
What did you get, Jody?
A 6.
Okay. Okay, so Blood Moon, seeing this source of fire erupt and release 4 entities in front of you, what are you doing?
Right. I just have to remember how far I can throw things real quick. Oh, that's right. I need an extra. Which one? I assume that big one over there is within 5 feet of one of my friends.
Which one?
The big fiery one on the
Laser pointer.
on the this one.
Nope.
No, nobody's
Not within 5 feet.
This
Nope.
one. This one.
Nope.
Fine. I won't.
Trying to sneak attack.
Yes, I'm trying to sneak attack. Well, we'll just throw at him anyway. Let me move over here. Right there.
Okay.
And I think everybody's mostly within 40 feet of me.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just...
You have a 40-foot radius?
Yeah,
Range?
because I'm a master of daggers.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Which one are you aiming at?
I'm gonna go for the smallsy one there
Sure.
first. So, how's about we see here? The 21 hit.
21 will hit.
Alright. Neat. Okay. 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And I will do a second attack with my.
Can you do 2 attacks as a rogue?
Bonus action.
Oh, nope. Just one.
2 weapon fighting?
Do you have 2 weapon fighting? Do you have 2 weapons?
You have 2 weapon fighting always.
Well, yeah, I have dagger.
Yeah, you can throw another dagger as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Just doesn't have plus.
Unless you have that feat. I don't think you do. Or that fighting style.
No, I can't do. 24.
24 will hit? You hitting the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 points of damage. And then, let me see what I can do. Forget what I can do. Yeah, I do have 2 weapon fighting. I just saw that. I would like to.
You
Huh?
You do?
No. 2 weapon fighting everyone has.
It's another feat on
Yeah.
top of that.
It's dual weapon warrior or
Yeah,
whatever that you
Dual wielding. Okay, so it's different. Okay.
Yes. But I mean, I can do.
Yeah, you
an
can throw
attack.
2.
Yes, I
as a
can
bonus
throw
action.
2. Okay. I will. I don't need to. Is there any thing I can hide behind by chance?
No.
Okay, then I will just. Back.
If you would have brought the giant with you, maybe.
He didn't want to come here anyway.
So is this all open plain?
That is
here?
water.
That's water.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get away from this big group because
Where are you going?
I don't. How far did I move? I was 5,
10, 15, 20 to get over there.
Alright, I want to go 20 feet away from.
Where to? You're all over the place
I
with the
don't
laser
know.
pointer.
I want to go. Just put me like right here.
Just take me there.
There. Right there.
Okay. There?
It.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So these ones will close on you 2.
Yep.
That one's gonna make a attack on you. So as they rush up to you, there's a spear, a flaming spear, and it's gonna try to stab you twice. That one's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
That one will definitely miss. And then he'll whack his tail at you. 20?
Yep, that hits.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of fire damage. And you are grappled.
Alright.
Which one of those is
Does that mean my movement's 0?
grappled? Yeah.
Okay.
You can still attack. It's not a disadvantage,
Yeah,
but...
that's fine. But that changes what I was going to do.
Oh wait, no, sorry. The grapple also makes the target restrained.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Do I have to be hidden?
That just means I have disadvantage.
Yours is a
Yeah.
fighter
I
technically.
think. Hold on.
Mine is fighter.
Do
It
you
does
want
have surprise
grapple
attack.
or-
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. So
They
yes.
surprised us. We didn't surprise them.
Hey,
Grappled.
Basically, if we would have snuck up, if they would have been there, and they snuck up on them, we could have gotten a surprise attack.
I will keep this.
He was
over
asking
here
about surprise
and
attack.
and grab it for
does
you.
that interact with disengage?
I think you'd still have to make a check to
Okay.
get out. Right?
Taking my action?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's going to smack at you twice with its spear. Natural 20 will hit, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Misses, sorry.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Probably.
And I rolled pretty well on the attack.
Awesome.
34 points of piercing damage.
Sweet.
And then it's going to hit you with its tail.
Use my action to start digging graves.
And it'll
for my
miss.
teammates.
Okay, so then the fire elemental will. He's floating above
Hi.
the water. going to make 2 touch attacks as it just engulfs your form. 20 and a 24. I rolled well.
I would
Blue
like
and blue.
to
Right.
uncanny dodge one of those.
Can you do that to make something not hit?
No, I
Make
can
half
do
the
it to
damage.
half the
Half the damage, okay. So the first, they're both going to do 10 points of damage, of fire damage.
Alright. So 15 total.
Yes. And the big hoss going to come right over there. And Yucknaws. You see a big flaming pillar rise up into the sky as he slams into you twice. I think that'll miss 15.
Yes.
And that one's a 26.
That hits.
So you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 21 points of fire damage. And make a strength saving throw.
It is 11.
Okay, so you fail and you are knocked prone. But that'll end their turn. So, then we get to Joink. Being
Right.
grappled, what are you doing? Oh,
Um,
first
in a
you do
row.
take
Oh boy.
3 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
The tail's hot.
The reason he died is because he was last in initiative. And
Okay, so I'm grappled by the thing. Can I move and stay in its grasp?
So I'd get healed.
Sure.
Like, can I move to the other side of it?
Yeah, if you want
Attack me,
to run around, sure.
Take me
Yep.
back down to 0.
That's what I want to do. And
Right there,
then,
good?
yep, I'm
Okay.
going for a line between those two, and I would like dexterity saves for both of them. As I'm casting a piercing shot that goes through the middle of them. It's actually a dexterity save and not an attack roll.
This one attacked you, right? Should
I
be
thought-
closer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's fine.
either way, I just want to be in a line.
Sure,
So I guess
yeah.
there.
Dexterity saving throw for both of them.
Yeah.
Natural 1 and 13.
Both fail, I believe. Yeah. Alright, there's one arcane shot down. So this is going to be piercing arrow, dex save DC 14. The creature takes damage from the arrow plus D6 extra piercing. Alright. Just making sure that I don't. It doesn't say an attack roll, it says it takes damage from the arrow plus 1d6 extra piercing damage, so
Okay.
cool. 3 plus 5. 3 plus 6 damage. 9 and 14 damage
Okay.
to each of them. And then I am going to take my second attack and just shoot this guy point blank in the face
Sure.
at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
That's probably not going to work anyway. 16 hit?
16 will hit.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, a plus 11 is nice.
Yeah.
For another 9 points of damage.
Okay. So yeah, as with your little goblin might, you do kind of wriggle around. He's kind of snapping at you, and you shoot. The arrow goes straight through, and another shot. You pierce right in between there. Both of you notice as you're hitting these salamanders, that just when the blood comes out, it does look like it's like magma. Very hot.
Yeah, it feels like magma too.
Hot, hot, hot.
And then I'm
I
just
keep
gonna,
on wanting to grab this to do initiative.
Yeah.
I'm going to second wind for my bonus action.
Okay. That what? Heals you, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yucknaws,
He doesn't
being
add.
knocked down to the ground by this large fire magma being. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to get up.
I get knocked down.
I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Sure.
I think I can get everyone with that. It's 30 feet.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What does that do?
And
Uh,
maximizes
Max
healing
damage
and
or healing damage.
advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws.
Pretty good. You're concentrating though.
Yes.
Which one's
And
concentration?
That's probably some color you don't like.
I don't like most of those colors.
I'm gonna drink a greater healing potion because I'm down quite a bit.
Okay. Anything else?
No, because I used my section to drink the potion.
Which one's
I
the,
don't really
is this
wanna-
the enemy turn right after me?
What?
Which one's the enemy turn? This one? Or
I'm doing initiative on paper.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to get out
I don't really
those
Babies.
spins for everybody.
keep from preventing the opportunity attack because I'm probably just going to get smacked again, not horribly. So, yeah, that's all I can
Okay.
do at the moment.
Toric, you are surrounded.
That's fine. I will.
Can you roll an 11?
Yeah, he picked before me.
You're right. Pick.
13, yeah. Alright.
It's okay. I skip John all the time whenever we do Bed Dragon.
I'll just move right in between these two guys. Well, yeah, I'll move right in between those two guys, I guess. And
Okay.
I'll attack.
Okay.
I have 2 attacks, so first one is a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Second one is a 15 to hit. Does not hit, or does?
The 15. You said 15 or 16?
15.
That'll miss.
Okay. So first attack, I'm a great weapon master and I rolled a 1, so I can re-roll that.
Okay.
5 plus 9, so that's 14 damage. And then I'm gonna action surge.
So when you hit with that first one, the first hit goes wild, but then the second one you hit it and the flames lash out at you, and magma sprays you a little bit. You get 1 point of fire damage.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and action surge.
Sure.
That's 28
That'll hit.
and a 30. So for the first one is 17, and the second one is 20.
Damage.
Yes, so 37 damage for those second strikes.
You do take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay, 6
What?
total.
You did good. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Toric.
Are the 2 flame lizards like on each side of me, basically?
Yes.
Each of these, one of these on each of them, and I'm going to take a -5 to both these attacks.
Sure.
Well, one's not going to hit at all.
-4?
Well,
That'll miss.
But that'll be a 17 to hit.
Yes, 17 will hit. Which one did you hit first?
I would have went left then, right?
Okay.
27 points of slashing damage. And then bonus action, I'm going to drink a potion.
Sure. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Sin, what are you doing?
I am going to do a chromatic orb.
Okay.
3rd level spell. And I'm going to do it cold.
What does that do?
It is I'm hurling a 4-inch diameter spear of energy at a creature that I choose within range. I can choose any fire, lightning, poison, cold, or acid. I'll do cold. And it's going to be, if I hit, it'll be 5d8.
Is it, which one are you hitting?
The one in front of me.
Would that be disadvantage since it's right in front?
Is she within 5 feet of it?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
You can also back up. But
Oh.
you'll
You could
risk
back up, take an
opportunity.
attack, or you could hit this one.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
still be disadvantage because that one's within 5 feet of her.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'll back up and take the attack.
Sure. So as you back up, it does whoosh, slash out at you. Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
That's always great
But
to hear.
the nice thing about tieflings though is they take half of fire.
You do. So you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then 21 points of fire damage, half to 10.
Okay.
So 26 total.
Okay.
You do, however, have to make a saving throw here. What strength saving throw?
Oh,
or be knocked down.
Get up
You
again.
get up again.
Or just crawl away.
Yeah, just crawl.
Yeah.
I think it's just half movement if you're prone.
Mm-hmm.
Just- She can stand up if she needs to.
She was only getting 5 feet away anyway, though.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be a 7.
Okay, so you are knocked down,
Okay.
but you can stand back up.
Yeah.
so she gets up again.
Because you're never going to keep her down. Good, no, down. Okay,
Alright.
so yes, you can roll to hit now.
Alright. And that's gonna be plus 7. It'll be 10.
10 will miss
Yeah.
as you throw your chromatic orb,
Mm-hmm.
and the fiery figure just whoosh, lashes out and dodges it. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
You going to use any more movement?
Yeah.
So you've used
How much have I used?
5 feet, and then half your movement.
25.
So, yeah. 20.
Just 20. Yeah, just 20.
You have 10 more feet.
Yeah.
You got 10 more feet.
I'll back up.
Go back.
10. Yeah.
Sure. You go right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Blood Moon, it is your turn again. seeing
Bonus action
this.
disengage.
Okay, where are you going?
I'd like to go right about. Is this water too? What is this?
It's that solid.
Okay. I'll go like right here.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah. And then I'm. How far am I? Yeah. How far am I from that one?
30.
Okay. I'm gonna go deck as I did. Because that's what I do.
Use my reaction to get 5 feet away.
That would be a good ability.
$26.
26 will hit.
10 points of damage.
Did you get sneak attack?
Oh
You
yeah,
do.
I got a sneak attack, so that's an extra. I gotta remember how many I get. Oh!
A lot.
46.
Yeah.
I'm used to my characters who aren't quite broke. Nine extra points of damage.
Okay. So as you rifle a dagger, it does hit right at the tail, and Joink is released. Because I rolled very poorly for the saving throw.
Cool, I'm gonna throw another
Okay.
dagger at it.
Joink, you, however, are splashed with 1 point of fire damage as the tail
yelled,
you're right
"Joink!"
next to.
My Okay.
Embarrassing.
Watch language.
Oh, that's probably gonna miss 12.
12 will miss. Anything else?
Yeah.
Any movement or anything?
Nah.
Okay. So the one is going to try to, very mad that you are not in its grip anymore, it's going to try to slash at you twice with the spear. 16.
Nope.
Natural 20.
Nope.
We need a grave cleric.
Okay. Wow, good rolls. 34 points of damage.
That's it.
It's D8s that I get a roll, and I rolled 2 7s with them, so it's pretty beefy. And then it's going to try to grapple you with its tail again and hit you, but it'll miss because I rolled poor. That one, however, is going to try to do the same thing to you. Stab at you twice. $15
Misses.
and a 20.
That'll hit.
No, 19. Sorry.
That'll hit.
Okay. 11 points. Okay, 11 points of piercing damage. Oh, I forgot to do the fire damage for you.
No, it's fine.
4 points of fire damage. For Rob. For you,
It's 20.
That's fair. Because it
All
was a
the
crit.
damage.
Yeah.
7.
On
The
a
right
crit.
bed. Yeah, 7 points of fire damage on the crit. And then it's going to try to grapple you. And miss. Okay. So this one is going to
Hi.
close the distance on you again. And attempt to so funny, the attack name is just called touch, like all it has to do is touch you.
He touched me.
Touch.
Touch.
Don't touch that. 19?
Just it.
And that one will miss.
Uncanny dodge.
So you do. It's 10 points of fire damage. Uncanny dodge, you can half to 5. Okay.
Don't touch me!
The large one, you'll see it kind of gather itself and then turn into almost like a small volcano. And out of the top of it, you'll see magma shoot out. And then, in this 10-foot square right there, need you guys both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, well, that was going to be for con.
Is that both us? Which square? Who? Who's doing
Pick and, yep, no, it's
13.
okay.
13 will fail.
For Dex, that's 15.
15 will fail.
Oh, I get advantage on con saves.
So you'll take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 12 points of fire damage as magma is rained down upon you.
So how much? Sorry.
12 and 14.
Yep.
26.
26.
Any objects not being held are ignited too, if that matters.
Does my hand...
No, you're holding your hand. So that's what it will do, and then we will get to Joink.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna just point blank shoot this guy in the face again. 'Cause
Sure.
I'm pissed. Pissed. I'm gonna miss on the first one. Well, maybe not. 15 doesn't hit, does it?
15 will hit.
Oh, it didn't hit the lock. It didn't hit the
I rolled a
fire.
4 and I forgot I have a plus 11.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Same.
14 points of damage. I'm gonna throw Fury of the Small in there too for 22 total.
How are you going to kill him?
Oh, just straight through his eye.
So as you shoot him straight through his eye, he leans back, and you just see magma begin to spit out as it does hit you.
Yep.
For 3 points of fire damage,
Okay.
but you killed it.
And then for my second attack, I'm going to turn towards Le Big Dude on Blood Moon.
Listen.
Yep, and I am going to shoot him.
Sure.
For 19. Does that hit?
19 will hit.
Fantastic. I'm going to need him to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Pretty sure he's gonna fail.
That's
He's not very
giant ball of
charismatic.
fire doesn't have much.
He's got a 7 for charisma. He's pretty good.
Pretty charismatic.
That's a 0.
fantastic. He's banished
Banished.
for
Nice.
turn and a
Finishing
half.
shot.
Yep.
Okay.
So while banished, target speed is 0 and it's incapacitated. At the end of its next turn, the target reappears in the space it vacated or the nearest unoccupied space, plus 2d6 force damage. So he's going to take 6, 14. Math is hard. 6, 12, and 18, and 19 total points of damage.
Okay.
7 of that was force.
Anything else?
And then I'm going to action surge and chug a pot.
Sure.
Bonus
Can I
action.
do 2?
Bonus
have
action.
two
Bonus
Oh.
action. Yeah, you can bonus action drink it.
Sweet, can I bonus action drink it, then action surge and drink
Sure.
another one?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll
You
allow
have
it.
more than one action surge?
Oh, I have 1 action surge.
Didn't you use it last turn?
You did.
I thought you did.
I did not.
And since Beacon
Oh, no,
Horde
you
its
used-
max healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's good 'cause
regular
I was at
potion.
11 health.
You used the second.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you used second one.
Yeah, so regular potion. What
Yeah.
would that be? 8 plus. What was it? 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
12
bought
points.
I bought it.
Regular is 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, plus 2.
I'm-
You're right. It's the
I'm
amount.
just straight up
40,
gonna drink my
4 plus
superior
4.
integrator, so.
Who's next? Yuck
50,
Nas.
40.
Alright.
And covered in magma. You look at Pick, who part of his bugbear Sasquatch-like fur is burned and matted.
Yummy.
He does not smell good, but he never smells good.
Smell fine.
Uh,
60.
Yeah.
How
um,
much?
60.
I'm gonna use.
I just drank 750 gold worth of potions, but.
I got money like that.
But I was dying, so.
Max level. I'll do mass healing word.
Okay.
So I think everyone is within range, and you get a total of 8 plus 4, so that'd be 12. 12 points of healing. And then
You sound like the.
Hmm?
Sounds like the
Everybody.
character from Resident Evil 4 that sells you stuff. What are you buying?
Yeah, it's what I'm going for, so.
I like it.
and then
Shifty
I
British
will,
guy. Like Jack the Ripper.
I'll told that if there was I was gonna came true. There we go. Told the dead on this guy.
Sure.
Oh,
Is that a saving throw he makes?
Yes. His wisdom 15. And has he taken damage?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
12.
He fails.
Roll them d12s.
2 of them.
Yep. Alright. 8 points of necrotic damage.
He's not looking good.
Alright. And that is all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Then we get to Pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Reaper's Sense on the big guy. I want to know if he's above or below half health.
He is above half health.
All right, well I'm gonna attack him then.
Okay.
That's 17
17 will hit.
and that's an 18. So
Yep, those will both hit.
I can re-roll that because of Great
Mhm.
Weapon
And
Master.
then he doesn't get the one I attack doesn't take resistance to necrotic damage, right?
No.
Okay. That's one of the things on here is
First-
necrotic damage ignores resistance.
First attack is 15. Oh, and second attack is 21.
Okay. You do take 4 points of fire damage as when you lay into this, the flames lick out at you. Anything else?
That's my
Torek.
movement.
I'm going to take the opportunity attack and walk towards the big guy.
Sure. 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll get you right next to him. Miss.
Cool. Then I'm going to attack him twice, -5 to each roll. Damn. One's a crit,
-5.
still. And then the other one is a 19 or 17. The second one won't hit.
Okay, yeah, but the crit, you can do your crit
Yeah.
damage with it, because crit is a crit no
Yeah.
matter what. Crit is a crit, and you don't throw
Well, it
it.
would have been at 29. It would have been at 24.
Yeah, no, but a crit.
Yeah,
Crit is a
crit's a
crit.
crit.
Crit, you still
Mhm.
hit. It doesn't matter.
It's a crit.
Make that into a shirt.
39 points of
Crit,
slashing
still-
damage.
Crit me once, shame on you. Crit me twice. You
Still shame
can't.
on
You
you.
can't crit the critter. How much damage?
39.
Okay. Is any of that fire damage?
No, it's all slashing.
Okay.
Fire damage isn't unless I stab the shadow.
That's right. And this thing is emitting so much light that it really doesn't have a shadow.
I wouldn't do fire damage to a fire elemental anyway.
No, you would not.
Torg's not a dumb character. And then
Maybe one day Rob will play a dumb character.
I love smart characters though.
I know.
I should have divine smited when I did that, but oh well. I'll go ahead and take another potion.
We did play a dumb character.
The barbarian in his one
Yeah.
shot was a real
Portal.
dumb character.
Portal.
Flying
Anything
through
else,
the freaking
Torg?
That'll be it after the potion.
All right, Sin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try that chromatic orb again.
Sure. It's a straight roll.
9. I don't do
9 will miss.
Been there. I've been there.
last time.
You want a different dice to roll?
I've been trying every
Say
single
it.
dice.
Here, use this one. It's a glorious dice.
Are we using any rerolls?
We'd be having rerolls for this one.
You can use Bed Dragon rerolls, I don't care.
I don't even know
Of
the
course
sheet's
you
at,
don't
so-
care.
The
Yeah,
sheet is
I'll
in the
use all
top
Bed Dragon
of that
rerolls.
filing cabinet there.
There's only four of those.
Perfect. I can use all
That's
those. in one
$80. Nikki, how much money did you spend on your one turn?
turn. What's your Venmo?
Like $80.
Yeah,
Just
Nikki
donate
had an
actually.
$80 turn because she used 4 auto crits.
But I killed one of the big bads in
Yeah.
one go.
She did. That was very
The
true.
one I wanted to kill.
Oh yeah, he had a lot of cool things he could do, and he used none of them
Yeah,
because he
fuck
just
him.
laid into him.
The only
He
thing I
also
didn't get to do
killed-
was strangle.
He was also the brother of one of our former party members, and also killed his brother, and really pissed off.
He was also
Nikki's
eating
character.
children, so
Yeah.
there's that too.
He was
Real
a
cool
good
guy.
person.
Are you doing anything else?
Oh,
Any bonus
We're
action
not
or
each
anything?
children.
I don't
Yeah.
have anything.
We've
I
all
really
been there.
can do.
Torg doesn't really eat
Yeah, I don't
children.
have anything I really can do.
Okay, we get
Give
back
it
to
up,
Blood Moon.
Trinity.
Blood Moon, the elemental in front of you is gone.
Right, I will move back right here
Hey,
and say, hello, copy. Just pop in. And then
Ooh,
I'm
Houdini.
gonna throw
Houdini.
Yeah.
some daggers at Mr. Big.
Sorry for leaving the other fire lizard for you.
It's okay, I'm back to almost full health.
I know. It's one of the reasons I did it.
That one will miss with a 12.
12 will miss.
Third.
Ah,
the master ones?
Yeah.
That means I won't get sneak attack, right? Unless I do it on the second one.
You get it on your first hit.
Pretty
Yeah.
short rest.
Oh, on your first hit.
Yeah,
So
your
I
first
have
hit.
a chance.
You're not hidden, and you're not doing a surprise on him. You get sneak attack on your first hit. So yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I made up for it.
So you get your
Okay.
What's
so
your dagger?
that's-
your dagger D4.
Yeah.
So that's 4, and then plus the total of it's plus 24 because
Give
you're.
me a minute, cause let me roll
So that's
the
28
damage.
total, and then you get to add your sneak attack and
28. Okay, and then I just roll like I know.
28 because it's max
Yeah.
damage,
Yeah.
and then normal roll, and then add your modifier.
Oh, it did it for me. Yeah. Let's see. 1 plus 5. We'll just go with the first one. So that's
Me too.
8. That's 28 plus 15.
Did you add your modifier too?
Yes.
Okay. So that is a lot.
Hold at least 4.
I'm no mathematician, but that's a lot. Anything else? Grazie.
I'm gonna give Red Brum a little scratch and then make sure it goes back down under my armor.
That is a tasty iced tea Rob poured to me.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, on sale for $5.
Still?
This isn't actually iced tea.
Yes,
Well,
it
I
is.
know, but I
It's-
just.
is a different type of iced tea, don't
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Lipton
another
iced
iced
tea.
tea that was over there at the one place.
You would hate it, Nikki.
No, I know. I was just saying if it was the same thing from before.
So
And it's not.
this one going to come up to you. He's going to try to.
Joink.
I think both of those will hit. The lowest one's a 17.
17 misses.
17 misses. The other
18
one's
is
a.
my AC.
Okay, so the other one will hit. Forgot what damage they do. Hold on.
All the damage. Piercing and fire. It's
Yep.
a spear, right?
Yes. So you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then. 11 points of fire damage. And then he's going to try to whip you with his tail.
Yep.
These salamanders are nasty. I never realized how much damage they could do.
Yep.
26 to hit. So you'll take 7 points of fire damage and 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled again. You give me another grapple. You need to get the Snuggie that we have so you can wear it while you
I
play.
know.
I might have one.
Oh, shit.
Where did that go?
It's right there.
Where's right there?
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Okay. That one just having the shit kicked out of it, the big one. So the one that's banished, he'll come back at the end of his turn?
At the end of his turn, correct.
Okay. So you see him reappear as his turn is done, but he can't do anything. I guess I didn't need that one, sorry.
Throw it back on the ground.
It's going to swell into a volcano again and erupt onto Torg and Yuknaz.
Dex.
Yep.
You have a +4.
Not me.
Not
Doesn't
you.
matter.
No, it's a
Only
10 foot. So he's mad at him. He chose the right spot. If he could have gone somewhere 16, that will fail. Yuknaz,
I got that one.
that will really fail.
Ah.
Got 11 on my con save. I don't think it's okay.
How bad it feels not having
18 points of bludgeoning damage.
spoiled.
How much of bludgeoning? Sorry.
18. And 18 points of fire damage. Rolled high on all those. That is it for the bad guys.
Great.
Joink.
Oh, me.
You are grappled,
Um,
looking at this salamander with lava kind of spewing out of him because he's not looking very good.
Well, in that case, let's go for broke. And try to explode him in my face again.
Sure.
Yeah. That's 14.
14 will hit.
Oh, sweet. I rolled 3 again.
Harrison, I think I did my math wrong. Gave him 7
For
hit
14
back.
points of damage.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the second attack is going to
What was the
be
total damage?
higher than that. I rolled a 4.
18 and 18.
You didn't succeed. Okay.
So 15 to hit for 8 more points of damage.
Okay.
It says 36.
I'm going
Yeah,
to take 2 splashes.
I'm down then.
He's not looking good. Yuknaz is down. Are you still concentrating, by the way?
No.
Well,
he's
no,
down.
I'm down, but also I lost concentration in the process as well.
The Beacon of Hope is down.
No more hope.
All hope is lost.
Should have used second wind earlier.
You do take joink. You do take 4 points of fire damage hitting this thing. He's almost dead though.
Same.
Yuknaz, make a death saving throw.
Already? Jesus.
Yeah,
So
it's your turn.
+4.
What'd you get?
Brain's not working, so it's a 12.
12. So that is a pass.
Yay for your paladin standing next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that wouldn't have been a 12.
No.
Pick.
Guess I'll attack.
Might have to be making a new character.
15.
15 will miss.
Ooh. Not 15. 31.
Yep.
15 damage. And I'm gonna drop my axe and bonus action Reaper's Scythe.
Okay.
That's a 29 to hit.
Okay.
12 damage.
Okay, so as you swing, your first attack wildly misses as the flames whip around. The second one, you get right in the middle, and it kind of follows your axe, watching how it moves as you drop to the ground, and you whip out your, what is it?
Reaper's Scythe.
Reaper's Scythe, and meet it as it's not looking in that direction. How do you want to kill it?
Just chop whatever flame-like head it has clean off with my scythe.
And you see the fire snuff out. You do take
Of course.
4 points of fire damage,
Alright.
but you killed it.
That's before it snuffs out, it explodes. And then snuffs.
Then we get to Torek.
I'll look over at Pick. You think you can take care of him? And I'll start walking towards the other fire elemental.
Let me get axe, I'll chop head off.
The guy with lay on hands is leaving the fighter to take care of him?
The
Yeah.
Reaper
Okay.
slash.
There's another
grave
fire
digger.
Yeah, the grave digger. Yeah,
the one
I'll
that-
start digging grave immediately. No problem.
Just finish the job.
There's another fire elemental, and I don't want to leave him to his own devices. I'm going to take a minus
Sorry,
5.
John, you're going to have to play a new character.
I'm going to take a minus 5
Yeah.
to both these attacks again. One of them I don't think is going to hit, but the other one is a 19.
19 will hit.
26 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I will... bonus action Shield of Faith myself.
Did you hit twice?
I only hit once, the second
Okay.
one didn't. The first attack missed.
4 points of fire damage. As we get to Sin.
Alright, I'm gonna try one more time.
One more time.
That's gonna be 17.
17 will hit.
Finally.
How much damage?
Third time's the charm.
Alright. Let's see.
That's cold damage too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's gonna be 26 cold damage.
26 cold damage, and as you hit it with your chromatic orb, how do you want to kill it?
I think I want to do kind of like a death becomes her, just a big giant hole in the middle.
Yeah, and as you put the big giant hole in the middle, you see its form begin to kind of crumple and fizzle out, as it does not like cold damage at all. And then there was one. Bloodmoon.
Right. I'm gonna just go to within 40 feet of Pinky there.
Sure. 25, 30. Do you have 40 feet of movement?
Yes.
Okay.
Or 80 if I need it. Or even more if I need it. And I'll start doing my usual shit.
What do you
Just like
like?
hold you with his tail.
Like 20
To hit?
to hit, yes.
That'll hit.
Neat. And that's sneak attack, right? It's close
Yep.
enough. Okay, 9 points plus. Plus 7. With sneak attack.
How do you want to kill him? As you throw that dagger.
I want it just right through the throat.
Right through the throat.
Right through
and
the
as
throat.
it slumps over, releases you from its grip. Some of the magma does spill on you, doing 1 point of fire damage.
I'll pick
You
up
are
his dagger.
effectively out of combat.
I'll pick up
Oh,
his
it-
dagger and cheer.
So you,
And
As it
then-
disappears
and then
so you pick it up. It's very confusing.
it immediately goes back to the belt. And then I would like to go ahead and throw another one at that stupid fire thing.
I run.
Okay.
And just see what happens.
Roll an attack.
14.
So you throw it and pa-ting!
Nah.
The fire's still lit.
Maybe do some of your magic.
I was gonna say, can I do Ray of Frost on it?
Can I leave the area real quick?
Sure.
Wait. Can we get?
Yeah,
to
can
where
we
I
get
can-
like where we want to be? and
Okay,
what
yeah,
all?
you are out of combat, so do we want to address Yuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
For
I was like,
Pick
Oh,
DC.
I was gonna say,
I think
Before he wakes up, chop his arm off.
Make a
Before he
perception
wakes
check.
up, chop his arm off.
Yeah, that's what I was
Make
thinking.
a perception check, Pick.
That's 19.
You do see the ground that you guys are standing on where this elemental died is very thin. Looks like you might break through the water.
I
damn it,
grab
this character's
Yuknaz's arm and I back up. Let's say, where's this?
Do you want to bring him over to
It's
Tori?
like right in this area.
I'm gonna back up
Sure.
to this area.
Yeah, so you can back up out of
And
the
now
area.
chop off.
And now I'm like,
I'll go give him a point of lay on hands.
Okay. So you take a point of lay on hands
Yeah,
as
because
you
I'm
look
gonna
up
put
as
the
you
rest of
see
it in
Pick.
myself.
Are you hitting him?
I'm like cocked back. Oh,
Wait,
oh.
and then I boop him on the nose.
Now?
No.
Oh.
And you wake up and see Pick standing above you with the great axe.
Don't you dare!
Do it. Which hand are you pointing at me with?
Yeah.
The gold one?
Don't
The
you
gold
dare. Like
It's
this.
the coordinate even more from all the fire elementals nearby.
it's just slowly just like.
It's actually more of just like a nub now, like this.
You really need to do something about that.
Right,
I
chop it
wasn't
off.
expecting to go to deal with very hot areas.
Replaced with hand axe. Way better.
As much as I don't want to do this, but I guess if everyone has 10 minutes, I can heal quite a few people.
Yeah, I want to take 10 minutes.
Sure.
How do you guys feel about an hour?
No. Short rest. Oh, I guess 1
That's
hour.
an
is a short rest.
Is it
Just
feasible to
the-
take a
Is there
short
any
rest here?
good place to hide?
It is very cold. There would be
I go up close to
a
the
saving
brazier.
throw required.
Probably should do prayer for healing instead.
Right. Just for funsies, can I shoot an Eldritch Blast at the stupid
Sure.
thingy?
You could gather around the brazier if you'd like to take a short rest
Yeah.
there. That'd probably be warm.
I want to try to shoot it first.
Might be too warm.
Let's
Wait,
wait.
wait.
Let's not put the fire out first.
Ah.
Did you not see when it exploded when he knocked it
Yeah,
over?
but maybe now that the weird globs of fire are done, it's ready to be
Oh, for-
destroyed.
If we're taking a short rest, I'll save.
Besides, I don't have to get
I'll save
close
that
to it to
spell
hurt it like you people.
I mean, you people.
So yeah, you guys can take your short rests.
Bless
Oh,
and short rest.
How many hit dice
A short
do I have?
rest.
You should have 8.
When you hit short rest,
Go to-
so
You hit your short rest thing right there, and then hit short rest.
Right.
You should have. You should have all of those because we technically took a long rest between the last 2 games.
You took multiple long rests
Yeah,
between
yeah,
the last 2 games.
So do I just...
So you put the number of the number you're gonna take,
Uh-huh.
then you roll your hit dice for it, and then take short rest, and it'll.
6, 12, 13, 16.
I didn't know if it auto-calculated it.
If you have
He's
dice
not doing
rolling on, it
anything
will.
extra, right? You're not doing anything extra, right?
Who?
No, if we're taking a short rest, I'm gonna save the spell slot.
He doesn't know Song of Rest. He is not a bard.
No, I know. I just didn't know if he was doing some healing thing.
Nah, because if we're taking a short rest, I'm not worried about it. I'll save the spell slots for the boss fight.
How do you know that wasn't the boss fight?
I don't, but I mean, I have a feeling where we're going is probably not going to be too terribly friendly either.
Where do you think you're going? You're already in the 5th level of hell.
Well, I don't see the house on fire, so...
6th level of hell. Even worse.
Yeah. Do you one better. 7th level of hell.
No. That's too hellish. Even for
I almost did the. I think it's the 4th level of hell. I almost did that one, but it's a swamp, and you guys were in the last campaign literally in there for 10 sessions, so I really didn't want to do more swamp.
Yeah.
Swamp ass.
Instead, we're in a forest. I have so many questions.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting.
For you.
Mm-hmm. It's just so funny because when we were driving to the gym that one day, you were like, I really just want to know what's going on with all this, and I knew the whole time you were going to be going there, and I just had to hold my tongue.
You know, if you
Any
just
questions,
short rest
concerns
there,
while we're doing the short rest?
Questions?
I know, but I like rolling the dice.
Well, then I'll make sure you
I
want to
think
check
I like
that.
the one that I painted better
Yeah.
than the regular one.
What?
I kind of like how
Check
this one's
that one right there.
translucent.
It's like a gummy.
What does? This?
The one.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
wanna bite it?
it'll roll that and
Yeah.
automatically apply it.
It looks
Wow.
like you
I
can
think
eat
Chris
it.
That
gave me
must be
this
new
one.
because
Yeah.
I never
It
did that.
is.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a homebrew monster called a magma elemental. It's kind of cool.
A magman.
Mm-hmm. Magman.
Magma?
So, as the hour comes to an end, you guys do find warmth next to the brazier of fire, sponsored by Brazzers. So, what are you guys doing?
What?
I get up and I kick it over. No, I don't. I get up and walk back to where my character is now.
Does anybody in this group have an identify spell? Do you know anything about that?
I can do an Arcana check.
It fire.
I could do it on the banishing arrow.
It warms.
Is anybody proficient in history?
Yes.
You are. Make a history check.
No.
God, what is with these crappy rolls? That is 11.
11. You would know that the flames of the elemental plane of fire are hot, unlike anything found on Earth or the other realms. You get that. You know that it takes great magic, usually involving water or ice, to put it out. So a source of water with a great magical power would probably put it out.
Does anybody have any ice or water spells?
I do. Do we want to get situated where we want
And
to
as
be?
you look around,
Count the ground, yeah.
yes, as you look around, you notice that the ground is ice, and there are those pools that are
Right, why
slowly
don't we
beginning to freeze over.
Push it into the pool of water.
It's not a bad idea.
It's like a sauna.
Then she doesn't have to do any magic. And
This is true.
Also, in the hour, can I have cast a... So, who's all, like, squishy?
define squishy.
Been a while since I've been to gyms, but still pretty good.
I can cast aid. Give everyone 5 hit points. Only up to 3
I
people,
only have 51.
I have 58.
Alright, what's a better question? What's everyone's classes?
Rogue, sorcerer, fighter, paladin, cleric.
Right, so I think we might be the
You
squishies.
two and...
Not sure
Closer
how
with
I
them
feel.
than you were the whole time.
Squishy.
Do you, since you've been pretty up and close too. So, you two and you get 5.
Okay.
It's
I think we
5 maximum, by the way. It's not 5 temporary. So on your when you
So
go to your
we can do, if you double click on the max thing and you just put 5 down here.
on the max HP modifier.
Yeah. And then that way-
Where's Death Ward? I have Death Ward
It's
somewhere.
not letting me. Try. Let's see.
After he gives me those 5 hit points, I will go grab the brazier.
There you go. Do it right there.
Throw it in the
Oh,
water.
It's very hot as you grab it.
That's fine.
Make a Constitution saving throw as you're holding it.
That's fine.
So you all see Torg just grab this, and you hear his hands go
okay.
as they
Mod
touch the
20.
side. It's very hot.
Fool of a talk.
You do take 8 points of fire damage as you walk it over and throw it into the water. And you see the flame as it sinks. And as that fire goes out, the pool that you went over slowly freezes over. Where the brazier once stood, you see a black hole appear.
Do we get sucked in?
You don't get sucked in.
Can I go look at the black hole?
Being that I am a curious cat, I would like to poke the hole.
Okay, so as you poke it, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Wisdom saving throw.
You get a +4 because I'm right there too.
I'm going to inspect it too, but not touch it.
16.
16, as you touch your hand to it, you begin to feel just your mind kind of cripple, shooting pain, but you're able to
Ah!
shake it off and get your hand back.
Okay, don't go in the hole. That was unpleasant.
The energy that you felt touching it, though, felt similar to the energy whenever you teleported to hell. I think this might be some sort of
I mean, I think it's a but it's not going to be a pleasant teleportation.
Well, I mean, if what she was saying is right, it probably sends you to the elemental plane of fire.
Oh, well, yeah, that's probably where we gotta go then.
Should we get Earl?
He doesn't. He doesn't want not to go there.
Yeah, but no, fire's gone though.
No, just,
Not at the plane.
Just that fire, the little one.
We're not.
Do we see the
We
house
didn't get hired to
still?
put the fire in the plane of fire.
The house isn't there, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Maybe that's where she has a house. But she wanted to be contrarian, and so she put her house there, but it wasn't on fire. And then she pissed off the guy, and he was like, "Ha! Now your house is on fire too, you contrarian." That's what I think.
You contrarian.
Did you go get Earl?
Yeah. Earl! Fire's gone. Where's the house?
Doorway to house. He points at the
Would
black
you
hole.
describe your boss as a contrarian?
No.
Okay.
She not contrarian, she lich.
No, it's a
She doesn't curate books.
She
no,
best
not a
lich.
contrarian, a contrarian.
Same thing.
I said the Liberian.
Some people call her name that rhymes with lich.
Oh,
Witch.
That's
Lich.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
I don't typically use that word. I use a less nice word when I use that sort of curse, but I won't do it to your lovely contrarian boss.
That is doorway to her house.
Oh. Well,
You need key to get in. Otherwise, your mind turn to scrambled
Do you have a
egg.
key?
I do
think
not,
I almost did.
Do we have to go back to see her?
I believe so.
Oh, alright. Can you lead us? I'm lost.
Well, that was awfully
Does she have
nice
like a
of us
doormat
to give us
somewhere
a
with
key.
a key in there?
Make a perception check.
yeah. Format.
Look under the pot.
Right. That's gonna be a 15.
No, you don't see any doormats.
Oh, all right, let's go back. She probably didn't think we could beat those fiery beasties.
I climb back up on Earl's shoulder.
Make a persuasion check.
Shit. One. That's a 3 minus 2.
And he places him on your shoulders.
It's fine. There's no sparrow that you know anywhere nearby.
No. Narenye, only one knows how to get in. She let us in, but last guy tried to go in. Brain no work anymore.
Yuck, Naz, I didn't know you tried going in there before.
I'll let you know that my brain is works perfectly fine.
I don't
She
know
had
if
us
I
take
agree
Buddy
with that.
to River
I
Styx.
just choose to be
Throw him in.
Just because you
His skin.
know lots of
Turn
monkey
polka
things
dot.
doesn't mean you're smart, like
Very
common
strange.
sense smart.
No, I just choose.
Well, that's pretty
It's more
simple.
fun.
Nah, okay. I don't,
So, what? What's happening?
I don't understand him.
Potion.
Okay. So you guys do make your way back to the auction yard. And you do find Narinye surrounded by her guards. Oh, Earl. Oh, they're back too. I did not expect you.
We
Hello.
took care of the
Told you.
brazier that was on your door.
Yes. The door with a very good lock.
That's kind of why we're back.
Yeah, my brain
Here.
almost turned to mush, I think.
House is on fire, and that's the only way to get to it. We kind of need the
Oh,
key.
no, the area around the house was on fire.
So taking care of the brazier was all
Yes,
we needed.
now I can unlock my front door.
Perfect.
Mm.
Can we see your house?
No.
Well, we did
Yeah,
take...
yes, you can see my house, which will soon be your house.
Ah, you bought it.
Yes.
I run up
Very
and give her a hug.
Awesome. Thank you.
I also did purchase these angel wings, and I splurged and bought the Hill Giant too, so if you are interested in them, let me know.
Just this out of curiosity, how much did the angel wings cost?
No, I believe that was 500,000 soul coins.
Never
God.
mind.
You can buy 5 houses with these with these wings?
Yes.
Jeez.
Still half the price of my vacation home.
I think
Awesome. I wanna see your
the
house for really
our
bad.
Horde
Our house
comrade
went
was...
for that much.
Huh?
Our house went for that much.
No, your house went for, I believe it was roughly, I think it was 1.8 million soul coins, about a little bit above market value, but
Oh, so you're
It
saying
needs a
your
bit.
actual vacation home is like
oh, my actual
Bougie.
vacation home. Yes.
very
Yes.
bougie?
Like green
Does it
flame
have green
boozy?
flames?
No, no green flames.
Gold toilet.
I've heard they're very bougie. That's
Yes, they're
very.
very bougie.
What
That's
is
what
this,
all the rich folk I steal from.
What
have in
does
their
this
house.
bougie mean?
So bougie is like really expensive, ritzy titsy types.
They like this. They like to
The finer things.
flaunt their wealth.
So perhaps I should make it green.
Yes. Because for
Very
yes.
bougie.
Bougie, yeah.
So can I interest you in the angel wings?
I do believe that our tiefling friend was looking at them
It
earlier.
was.
I could, of course, give them to you, but you would essentially work for me.
I mean, it seems like a pretty good gig.
She doesn't seem that bad.
I'm just saying we probably worked for worse. She
Is there
seems...
something I can give to the rest of you? I would like such characters under my employment. Maybe I'll take over the Fire Realm again. Well, try to anyway.
Well, if nothing else, it would make your life a little bit more interesting.
It would. I grow very tired of doing nothing, but I grew tired of doing something, so I don't know.
Maybe you can turn all the flames in the fire realm green.
Why would I do that?
Because it'd be something new.
It would be bougie.
Yes.
You can just try to take over the fire realm again, and then we can
Because
just
the
fix
Fire
it for
Realm
you
is
again.
usually like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not bougie.
Not bougie at
No,
all.
it's not bougie. That you'd be the talk of the plains if you turned them all green.
I will look at my sword. If you're contracting us to assist you in liberating or conquering the realm of fire, this blade is not going to be of any assistance.
I shall see to it we get you a new blade then, my dear.
And same thing, my hand is a little.
We already told you how to fix that.
But it's gold!
Right, I just like to stab and
And
cutthroats.
I'd like to get some more souls for experimentation.
She'll reach out and grab you by the hand, and you feel a warmth come over your hand as it is still golden. You are able to move it. You see on each of the knuckles, you do see a line going down them that pulses with what looks to be red energy of your blood.
Alright, that's badass.
It should act as normal. I just was very tired of hearing about his hand.
Don't we know it?
Yeah.
So you can move your hand as normal,
Sweet.
and you can still do your bludgeoning damage with it.
How much bludgeoning damage do you
I think it was a d6.
do? Nice.
1d8.
Plus I can do some cool
Uh,
stuff.
well,
Melee attacks.
Your house is being loaded up as we speak.
Ah, yes.
Hitched to the back of that
By the
warship.
hippos.
By hippos.
I
Murder cows is what I call them.
Cows.
I assume
When I spent my time with Vecna, he actually had a few pet hippos.
Like
Unruly
Like
beasts. No, not like that.
standing uppy hippos.
Not standy
it is.
uppy, sitty downy, four-legged.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
What's Vecna like, by the way?
Kind of a douche. But I don't know, the whole time he was well, domination. Where's my iron hand? That's why I fucking hate people complaining about their hands.
I self
Well,
put my hand
He was a good lay though.
Whoa.
Well, I didn't need to do that.
Not as good as a Serac, but
Did he?
close.
Oh, did he have a real boner?
I never kiss and tell.
Yeah. I just thought it
because
was
you don't
funny
have
on it.
lips.
Yes. They've been gone for at least 12 centuries.
So
That's the thing they don't tell you. They dangle eternal life in front of you, but then they don't tell you what to do when you're bored.
Drugs.
I've tried. They don't do anything anymore.
Sucks.
she's
Yes.
too powerful.
Guess take over other plans is.
Yes, but even that just gets derivative after a while. Maybe I'll take up ice fishing. Do you think there's anything in the river Styx? There's not. Nothing. Well, maybe. I
That
don't know.
brazier is definitely in there now.
You can always fish the brazier out and do something with it.
Well, I'm sure there will be another god that I pissed off after me at some point, so I'll go enjoy my summer home. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh wait, I thought we worked for you now.
Hold on. Just pull off one of her ribs and hand it to you. Just shake it and say my name if you ever want to come work for me. I'll know.
And I guess you know where to find us if you ever need to contract us out for work.
I imagine in the house.
Yes.
Yes. Or the graveyard out back.
Okay.
And I'll always take any chance to get more souls.
Did you know, after I bought it, they let me tour, there's a Minotaur down in the maze.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's Golgotha.
He was just standing around,
He likes
looking.
I'm surprised he
Nice
wasn't still
to-
passed
You
out.
didn't-
I'm surprised he isn't dead yet.
You didn't turn
Yeah,
on
we
Black
giving him
Light and
any
Yuck
food.
Nonsense Sweet, did you?
No.
Oh, good.
He's
Stay out.
really quite at home in the maze, as it turns out.
It's a lovely house.
Minotaur.
Was the bowl of yarn still there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
that-
anything in my laboratory seem disturbed?
I don't know.
It's all very
I don't think she
disturbing.
likes the
Well, obviously.
laboratory.
Well, I did master alchemy in my time, but that was many lifetimes ago, and I think I've forgotten most of it. It's not like riding a bicycle or tying your shoe. You do forget.
I don't wear shoes.
I could take it up. Maybe give me 3 more lifetimes and I'll be a grand alchemist.
Maybe that's what you do with your life.
That sounds boring.
Maybe you could be one of those people that makes the golems and the such things that are like the walking
Oh, I've
rocks
done that
and stuff.
many lifetimes ago.
Have you tried gambling?
Yes, actually. That's how I made a lot of my money.
A lot of fun.
Maybe you just try doing things like poorly.
Maybe I
You've
go...
done everything so well. Just try to do something that you do bad.
The Abyss is a very nice place to visit. It's just pandemonium craziness. Not like pandemonium, but pretty close. Constantly shifting planes of existence, endless realms, all the gods of evil. Maybe I'll go back.
You could multi-class.
I could.
Maybe you could find, I don't know, I've heard rumors like the multiverse. Like there's different realms, but there's also
Oh, I've been
different
to many different realms.
No, not realms, but like there's the one realm,
No, yes,
but the same
different
realm,
timelines
version,
vibrating at different
yes.
frequencies. I found ways to manipulate that.
Oh man, I got nothing. That's pretty fancy.
Mm.
Bougie even.
You just get bored in old age, and I can't die.
I mean, have you tried?
Mm-hmm.
Like you
I
just
bathed in lava once just to see if I could feel it. Couldn't.
Conversation's
well,
really
I guess
depressing.
when you
Yes.
think about it,
But you have given me great conversation.
I'm glad we did something to help.
I am going to go back to the exchange guy after this conversation's over
Sure.
to trade in my soul coins for gold.
You saying anything else to Narenye?
Nice to meet you.
I give her a
Very
hug.
nice to meet
Hug her
you.
leg.
And you hug her, and your arms just go all the way around. She's
That's fine.
like a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Come
just,
visit
It's the
sometime.
sentiment.
I'll just reinforce if she ever wants to hire us, she knows where to find us.
You are employed whenever you would like. So, you go back to the...
Exchange guy.
Yeah. What can I do for you? Do you need more information?
Nope. I would like to exchange soul coins for material plain gold.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, where we're going,
The exchange rate is 1 soul coin for 50 gold.
shit.
It's fine. I get
I didn't
4,500.
trade mine.
You get 100 gold back.
I'm
Yep.
keeping my soul coin.
Okay.
Ah, fuck it, I'll keep mine too. It'd be useful
It's
for
not like I
something.
spent the 9,000 I had on anything anyway.
Yeah.
I never gave him any.
So add your gold back.
Half your gold back.
So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go to the hippos.
The killer cows.
So yeah, you see the
These
killer horse.
get the
There's
guy-
a dock kind of leading up. Can I help you?
Heard.
Can't let you on board.
Alright.
Are you the one that Narenye was talking about?
Yes.
Aye,
That's
she
our-
did say a band of miscreants, but around here that could be anything. What's your name?
You can call me Torig.
Torig, yep, that's on the list.
Yep, nice.
And we are.
Yuknaz, I would have taken you for a pick. You look like Sin.
Yeah, yes.
Mhm. Blood Moon? Hmm. I don't know what to call you. Joink.
No.
Joink.
Close enough.
Blood Moon. He's joink.
No.
Just flip flop him.
It's the shoes. Neither of us are wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Well, you can get on board. We're probably going to be taking off soon. Captain's about ready to set sail.
Sounds good.
Can go meet him. His name's Horatio.
I'll go find Horatio.
Enhance.
So you do find Horatio. They're all wearing like British military uniforms from like the 1700s, very steampunky. But this one's wearing like a Captain Crunch hat.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's the captain.
No, I just flashed from the cereal mascot
Oh
discussion.
God, we're not starting that right now.
Oh yes, you must be the owners of the house that we're bringing with us.
Yes, that would be us.
Yes.
We
Have you ever sailed the River Styx before?
can't say that we have.
No, but I supply it with souls fairly frequently.
Stay away from the water.
I
Well, yeah,
will
that's
say
it.
we do appreciate you taking us back with the house.
No problem. Here's what we have to do. We gotta pick up lots of speed. Once we get up through this area, I'm sure that there will be many demons coming out of it. They like to attack this part of hell. So we might have to fight them off. But once we pick up enough speed, the propellers, they should begin spinning themselves and then we can take off. I fly you back to the material plane.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Good catch.
As he shoves the D4 into his leg.
Don't be serious, I don't touch the water.
I don't
I
play
don't-
We had one of our crewmates, he touched the water and his feet grew 10 feet. He's much quicker now.
I'm not saying
I
the
mean,
downside.
that was one of the best things that happened.
So wait a minute. Did he grow 10 feet or did he?
No,
actually, like-
his feet, his legs, they went,
Oh.
I can't whistle with these big teeth. Now you're just showing off.
I didn't even whistle.
Better whistle than I. I don't know, the River Styx is very strange.
Why
Seems
not?
like a bit of a
Really
gamble to me.
shaped it.
I don't plan on touching it.
Dip your hand in there if you like.
No.
You just got your hand fixed. Definitely do not do that.
Have you not been listening? I said I wasn't going to. It's like the
I
fifth time I've said I
already
wasn't going to do it.
I already stuck my finger into something I wasn't supposed to today, so. And it wasn't a butthole.
Weird. Well, I'm going to go get ready for the taking off part. Very cold here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine.
So do we like ride on the roof or on the hippos?
We ride on the ship.
The shippos?
You can ride on the deck if you like.
Well, yeah, I reckon if it's gonna be like
It's
demons
a
and
pretty
stuff.
big ship, like at least, 150 feet long,
Galleon.
large galleon, yes.
Also, I never realized how out of hand real estate prices are. If this is 1.8 million soul coins at 100 apiece,
50.
that's what you got back from
I
them.
know.
It's not what they cost.
That's also what he gave me. It could be less
$180
or
million
more. too.
house.
Well, it is a mansion with a.
Yeah, it's a
My
pretty
brain's
large
in the
mansion, and you don't know where the mansion came from. You just know that.
It has an extra dimensional maze in the basement.
Yeah, you just know that Vivian
kill
Karnov,
us.
the head of the family
Wasn't
that you
gift,
killed
we
to
worked
get the mansion, got
We
it
didn't
through
take out any-
making a
withhold
deal
any
with
income
an
tax.
archdevil.
I did.
Oh.
Wait,
Do your taxes, everybody.
wait, before we leave, we should probably talk to the tax adjuster so we get the notification so we can pay our future taxes. I'm just saying, I don't want to have to do this
I
again.
accept
think
you
it's
as the
actually paid
spokesperson.
off.
Hey, where Captain would the tax
What?
adjuster be?
I don't know.
Shake the bone, maybe she knows.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Do
Well,
you shake the bone? Do you shake the bone?
I was actually planning on doing something else stupid.
Oh, great.
Stupid is always fun.
but it has nothing to do with our conversation. I was actually wanting to see if I could take my water skin and dip it in the river and get some water.
Sure.
Oh.
Make a just general dexterity check.
I think I have. Yeah, +1. That's a 12.
12. So as you go to get it in, you do fill up like maybe a shot glass worth. Whenever you flip it up, a bit of water splashes on you. I have this page bookmarked for a reason. Make a Constitution saving throw.
And the reason was
I imagine you're not near me doing this either, are you?
No,
Probably not.
it could be really fun.
It could be.
Yeah. Could be something
That
interesting.
is going to be 12.
A 12. Okay.
I was just thinking how well you've been rolling tonight and how great this is.
I know.
It'll be fun.
Touch the water sticks, they said. That'll be fun, they said.
So, you guys look. You don't notice anything different as you walk up with your water skin showing everybody. You just see one of Sin's eyes begin to change color into a bright light that is now shining, filling a 15-foot cone of bright light. So your head is a lantern now.
Nice.
Stop that! You're
Shut
blinding
your
me!
eyes.
Can I still see out of it?
Yeah, you can still see out of it.
Shut your eyes. I'm gonna give her your
But
iPad.
it's your right eye is now
I
just
stole
a
this right and fair.
beacon.
Yeah, but otherwise we're gonna be like this all the time.
Was that one of the water things?
Water thing?
Yes, did you dip your fingers in the
I
river?
have no idea what you're talking about.
That's probably what she did.
Is the
I'll
deck
take my
like? Are there
passion.
still people meandering about
Sure.
below deck? Like not below deck, but like over. Can I see like the auction area? And
Make a
people
perception
wandering
check.
Around?
Anybody else want to fuck with the river?
No. I know better.
I've already pissed off a god. I don't really need to fuck with the water. I'm also kind of scared being in hell
12.
based on the god I've pissed off.
What?
12.
Who did you piss off?
12. You look by and you see
Oh.
most of the people are dispersing and getting back on their ships. You see a few ghostly figures get on a ghost ship.
Hello, is there a tax adjuster in the general
What
vicinity?
is that, dearie? And you look down and you see Narinye looking at you. She has a chair set up to watch the ship go.
Do you know?
I do like watching the ships
Do you
take
know
sail.
if the tax adjuster is still around? I want to make sure
the
that
house
we get...
is in my name. Everything will come to me.
Oh, okay. But you'll forward it along, so we...
What?
Well, are you paying the taxes for us, too?
Well, of course. The
Well, that's-
house is
that's
in my name
very-
and gifted to you.
Well,
to
that's
use.
very generous. You are quite the
Mm,
spectacular patron.
well, I do try.
All right.
Now
that's
hurry
all
up
I
and
need.
set sail. It's the best part to watch.
As we see a bunch
Hey.
of demons.
Captain, she said to set
And
sail.
she'll kind of gesture at one of the ironclad undead, and he'll go over to the water and take a cup and fill it up and bring it to her, and she.
Her eyes.
That water is very good.
Right?
You
And
should
I'll lick
try
my
some.
eye patch and be like that.
Ooh, something like that would have happened to me if I was alive. You should try some. It's very good and refreshing for me.
Sure you don't want to bathe in it, Pick?
No.
He doesn't want to bathe in general.
I know.
Gross.
He's a bugbear.
I'm honestly surprised
Does
that
that mean-
Joink hasn't
Kind of
tried
need to
something.
poop, but afraid of Neptune's kiss.
Well, it is
I'm
what
not
it
gonna
is.
lie, part of me wants to poke it, but I feel like we're tempting fate.
Nope.
No, let's just get the fuck out of here. It's cold.
I mean,
Can
I
we-
have some for later, so. We just
So
Can we
buggers,
just
like,
push
go around
up
in
nose
sand
into
to
it?
clean themselves?
No!
They're kind of
See what happens.
disgusting.
No!
It's fine by me.
You
Matter
are
of
both
perspective.
the most valuable and least liked of this entire operation.
Good!
I'm not sure how that's possible, but because of that first part, we will not do that.
You guys doing anything else before you head out?
Didn't have any other plans.
So, the anchor is slowly raised. Your ship. You do feel the sails kick in as the cold winds of hell propel you along.
I would like to carefully allow Red Rum to
Sure.
see this event.
You should
And
give
he-
Red Rum some of that water.
No, I value his life more than mine. And he's got his little cloak on.
Where are you
so
at on the ship?
I'm like on the deck,
We're at on the deck.
probably on the side, so I can see.
Okay. So, make a perception check. Anybody that would be close to the water.
Yeah.
Probably all of you.
Hey, Sin,
23.
23.
some of our master some of the water.
16.
16.
10.
I will murder
9.
you if
Nine.
something happens to
24.
my mouse. I'm not
Did you get
kidding.
Yucknaz?
I
That
want an
is
animal
a
for myself,
13.
so
Okay, so
I
you
will just
two
protect him with my life
um,
until I get one.
see up ahead, the choppy water. You do see like a ripple in the water around one spot.
Hey, look, Red Rum, there's like a thing up there. I'm gonna put you back in case it's something dangerous.
I do grab my sword just in case, since the captain did talk about demons.
Yeah.
As you do get closer,
I think there's something there
you
about
hear the water splashing, and along the sides
Oh.
you see
Oh,
these gross
Evasion.
figures begin to pull their way up, and everybody roll initiative.
evasion. Neat. Perhaps I will use that.
There's none of these, by the way. Pretend those aren't there.
The dock.
Yep. Battle music.
I'm getting that.
So which side would you have been on?
I don't think we're going to today.
That probably that side, because that's where I was talking to.
Port or starboard?
I don't know this side.
Use
Passenger
your
side?
pointer.
Whatever side was
That's
facing
starboard.
the auction block area.
Sin, where would you have been?
I would have been close to her.
Yeah, because she respects my mouse.
Pick.
Probably close to them, but more center toward the boat. Yeah.
Look right there.
Yeah, right there.
Over here.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys are on the side of the boat. I don't want that.
Yeah, I do.
Go back right there. There is a laser pointer right
The
behind
battery was dead.
No. The battery's starting to die in a lot of them. I've had them for 2 years, I guess. Where do we think Joink would be?
Probably on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Alright, put him right next to you.
I'm sorry, I think my cat pooped.
Who pooped?
Oh, it's
Steve?
No, Steve, I just can smell the prominent smell, and that usually means Steve has pooped.
What a turd.
See the map.
For our other game.
Yeah, I found magnets, so I figured put it right there. It like fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad guys, bad guys.
All the bad guys.
Did you use the litter box, Chad? Or?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Did you make sure you covered it after you're done?
Oh, I was forgetting something. Dear cups hang?
Upstairs.
upstairs.
Yeah, do you just need any old cup?
I was just gonna have
We
A
just
soda.
Okay.
iced tea.
So, Yuckness, what did you get?
Can I
pour
get
it into my
a
monster
cup as
bottle.
well?
Oh, there
that
it is.
was mine.
15.
I've been looking for my lost water
Oh.
bottle forever. That looks no idea. I'm getting, and you need a cup, and you need a cup.
Oh, wait,
and
why am I
somebody
doing
else
it this
need a
way?
cup.
25 to 20. Blood Moon, what'd you get?
23.
I'm gonna run to the range again. I got a 5, so I'm going. I got 10.
20 to 15.
19.
19?
15.
17. Or big. Guess sense like 12.
Oh, that's not too bad. I
And
assumed you were
15
on
to
my
10?
shoulder, by the way, Chad.
Pick
I
12.
assumed you're on my shoulder.
Not after last time.
Huh?
Not when you blew up the fire. Sure, I'll be on your shoulder. It's fine.
We just assumed we're
It's a good view.
Dunk you in if I need to.
Yeah, it's fine. Get both my eyes going.
I put my R's on Torg way too close together.
Yes.
And so I was reading this and I was like, who the fuck is Tony? Hey, yo, I'm Tony!
So,
Um,
go up your nose with a rubber
And
hose.
then Sin got 5, right?
the Twitch thing.
Is it the can?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the can.
I
The
wasn't sure.
actual contents
clear-
does not matter.
Okay, interesting.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just say you're drinking root beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't bother
Cream
getting it.
soda.
Because it was either this or it was like a mug, but I didn't know if the whole thing could fit in the mug. So I was like, I can just drink it out of this.
So crawling up the side of the ship.
Cream soda.
Yeah. It's a Twitch thing, unfortunately.
Which is dumb because I've seen other people who get paid.
Yeah, I
Well, we
remember
could probably do it and
whenever
get
Epic
rid-
Mealtime, they, would always drink in their YouTube videos, and then whenever they got their, network television show, I can't remember what it was called, they would, pour it on screen, and then they would, literally walk off camera to drink and then come back on screen.
There's a streamer.
Yeah,
I watch.
YouTube is different. YouTube is okay with it, but Twitch is.
There's a Twitch streamer I watch who literally just has bottles of vodka and just takes shots.
It's just what it says in the rules, so I
Interesting.
wouldn't buy off the rules. So
Okay.
Got that YouTube money.
it may be, it may
Money,
be,
money, 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 money,
it may
money,
not,
money.
it may be one of those things that they just don't really care unless somebody actually reports it and stuff like that. But since we're so small, and I don't want to lose it. I don't want to risk
We
it.
still get enough views for them to have eyes on us, so.
Yeah.
So, we will wait for Blood Moon. How is everybody doing?
Doing
Oh,
that.
good.
How are
I
you
thought-
doing, chat? Is there anybody in chat?
Yeah.
Cody.
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 Hawkman was on there too.
Could have been
And there
here,
was somebody
man.
Else too.
Did he get his car fixed?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I figured that's why he wasn't here.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
Oh no, I guess it's just Hawkman. For some reason, I thought
I will
Evan
eat
was on there, too.
a burrito in the meantime.
This is great. On a short rest, I get everything back.
Oh, you're a warlock?
No.
No.
Just get Action Surge, both my
Oh
arcane
yeah,
shots.
yeah,
Fury of the Small,
yeah.
Second
Fighters are-
Wind.
Fighters are nice. Oh, good.
You didn't use it, did you?
I know. No, I didn't.
Your shirt's framed perfectly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Blood Moon, what are you doing?
Sorry. Okay. Is that an enemy then?
Mm-mm.
What's that?
Are you? Oh, you're pointing at this
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
Just,
I
it's just
saw
hitting
you.
the top of the
No.
head.
Yes, that
the
is
other
an
one.
enemy.
Yes. Okay. I guess.
Crawling up the side of the ship, reaching its head over.
I would like to throw my daggers at its head then.
Roll an attack.
17.
It hits.
I don't think there's anybody close enough to it, but that's okay. 10 points of damage. We'll try to do it again. Hey!
How much damage? With the first hit?
10.
How do you want to kill him?
Oh. Just straight in, straight through the throat again. It's my favorite part. Oops, sorry. Which actually, that's.
So this is what he looks like.
Oh my.
It's hot.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
gross.
Nice.
Take a bite out of him.
Mm.
It says you throw. You slice him right in the face and he dies. Slumps back into the river
Maybe
Styx.
one of Joink's favorite things to hug.
Then I will
All things.
go ahead and how close is this one?
35 feet.
Alright, I'll just throw my other dagger that way. That's an 18.
Mm-hmm. 18?
18.
Yep, that'll
18.
hit.
9 points of damage.
They're doing kill him.
Well, this is my Hellfire dagger, so I wanted to hit him straight in the eye and then just sort of into the.
Yeah, so as you hit him down, his body forms into mush as it goes down, and you just see gets sucked into the river.
And then I can use one of my 2 reactions to attack again because my. Oh no, it's only fits with the Ripper dagger. Never mind. So then I will just move. I will move like right here. Yeah.
25, 30,
I'll use
35,
Tabaxi
40.
speed.
Good right there?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Toric.
I'll walk over to this gentleman first.
Sure. 10, 15 will get you there.
And take a -5. That will be a 19 to hit. .29 points of slashing damage.
How do you kill him?
My sword hits him and it like flings him off the ship as it bisects him.
And there's 2 parts. Right into the river Styx. You guys' house is in tow back behind you, by the way.
And then I will.
I'm honestly surprised none of you tried to get into the house while it was being
I'm
pulled.
definitely writing in my room.
How far is this one from me? Wrong direction.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
I'll take 2 steps forward and throw a javelin at
2
him.
steps back.
1 step
Could
back.
you get 30 and just hit him diagonally?
Because I'm just the
Huh?
No, it's not the Family Guy version.
I thought he counted 35
I know.
to the square.
It's a good song.
That's fine. I'd still step forward. I'm going to throw a javelin at him.
Sure.
Crit.
Okay.
.17 points. Piercing.
So as you hit him, he does tumble off the ship, dead. You did lose your javelin in the river Styx.
I have more than one.
Okay.
The javelin comes alive.
It grows an eyeball.
Anything else?
It has 10-foot legs.
And now it's bright glowing.
I'm just imagining this hippo with really long legs and it's just taking these big like cartoonies.
That could be you, man.
Yeah, but I also might
Anything else, Toric?
turn into a frog or something.
No. That'll be it.
That'd be cool. You could be friends with Red Rum. It could be like the
I'm already friends with
yeah,
him.
but the frog and the mouse. It can be like a cartoon. Joink.
Alright. I'll just thrown up and
Listen.
yep, just straight up to point blank
15 will get you right there.
and point blank him in the face.
Sure.
14.
That'll hit.
Oh sweet.
What are you hitting him with?
Oh, my crossbow. I wish. No, I'm shooting him.
Would that be a disadvantage then?
Nope, because I have crossbow expert.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the whole point of this character. It's a melee range crossbow. For 14 points of damage.
How do you want to kill him?
Just straight through the forehead.
Right into the water.
And then
Anything
I'll
else?
quickly reload and take a shot at the next guy.
Sure. Yeah, you can get a shot at that one.
Same roll. For 10 points of damage.
Okay. How do you want to kill him?
Just kind of try to pin his hand to the ship, and then
Sure.
let the rest of him fall off.
As he falls off, his body rips, and you see his hand there, and then his hand eventually turns into ichor mush and falls into the river. Anything else?
I'm not close enough to detach that crossbow bolt from the side of the ship, am I?
No.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay.
I can just say it was one of the demons that had a crossbow. Definitely
This
wasn't me.
one, yes, it's their turn. It's going to come up to you, Blood Moon, and probably miss with its attacks, but who knows? It will make one claw attack on you. Does a 7 hit? Okay. Very slowly moving at you as it does hit you, but it just rolls off of your armor.
It's not contagious, I hope.
Then we get to pick.
It's me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make it over to this one that's next to Blood Moon?
There's stairs right here, so you could 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you right there.
I would have to take a dash action to do anything, really. Just gonna hang out. It looks like you guys got this under control.
Make a perception check.
13.
13. As the chaos ensues, you've kind of trained your ears in the heat of battle. You do hear more on the side of the ship.
Which direction? That side or this side?
Yeah, from all directions, more prominently coming from this direction.
Okay, I move towards that side of the
Sure.
ship.
The underside.
As you look down, you do see more figures emerging from the water.
Okay.
Similar to the ones that were just dispatched. Do you want to hold an attack or anything?
Yeah, I'll hold an attack.
Sure. Sin, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Sure. That's what, 120 foot range?
240.
Oh,
240, wow.
sniper.
Mm. And I get 2 beams, so I'm gonna split them. Go for the one that's going after Blood Moon and go for that other guy that's standing alone.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. That's going to be a 23.
That'll hit.
So you roll for each bolt, by the way.
Each beam.
Okay. Pew pew. 10, right?
Blast it.
Did I not take any out?
Just popping my ankles.
Alright. That's just 4.
So it's 2 separate attack rolls.
Yeah.
So you need to
Oh.
roll another d10.
Oh, I do.
fine,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I wasn't paying attention, right?
So, ignore that D4.
No, that's even better. So that's going to be 25.
Okay, so you hit on both.
Even up.
I got a 4 and a 5.
4 and a 5 says you stand there and put your hands in both directions. How do you even kill both of them?
I think I just want to knock that one off the ship entirely and then just,
Sure.
like, yeah, decapitate the other one.
And the other one decapitated right in front of you, Blood Moon, as you see its body turn to ichor right in front of you. So-
Nice.
At the start of the next round, you do hear more of them coming up. What?
Did you skip over me? You just haven't gone yet.
He said
I
it
did
started
skip over you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that started the next round, and I was like,
Yep,
Okay.
You're supposed to go in the middle. You're supposed to go before the bad guys.
Speaking of skipping John,
Yeah.
Just,
Don't feel bad now.
every time you do it, I think to myself, it happens to everybody. I think every single game I've been in, it's happened at least once.
Well, I was gonna go after that guy, but since they're
So as
coming
you
up-
run after him, he's just launched off the ship.
I guess I will just, since I'm assuming I can hear them also crawling on this side of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get on the side and just hold an action to just punch him with my gold hand.
Sure. And you do see
Old move gotten.
Yeah. I got a fancy new hand.
As your hand turns to ichor.
several of them coming up on this side.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they're all on that side.
Oh,
No.
Good.
Damn ghouls. Jeez.
So, you would get your attack of opportunity. Not
Yeah.
attack of opportunity. Held action.
I'm gonna, attack that
Whack him.
This one here.
one right in front of me.
Did you hold your action too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you can
There's
try to smack that one.
The one I was going after is gone now, so.
Give him a whack.
Alright. I'm pretty sure that
whack?
hits. Go.
A whack.
25.
That is a 22.
25 will hit and 22 will hit.
Alright.
He actually does have a staff in another game that makes duck noises. So you could whack someone with a quack.
Along with
the
the
whack
punch, I'm going to use Channel Divinity with the Fittest and add an extra 21 points of necrotic damage as I punch him.
Sure.
So D6. 5 on there on top there as well. So
And you would kill him. As you bash his brains in.
just straight through the chest.
Sure.
And
And he slumps into ichor. Falls off your arm.
Kung Pao style.
Yeah, 15 damage.
How do you want to kill him?
Just the blunt end of my my axe. I just gotta hit him like a baseball.
Okay.
And was that one that John killed within 10 feet of me?
No.
No. Okay.
But I need Yucknaw's, Pick, and Sin to all make perception checks.
That's the
Could have rolled that on.
11.
with all the
11?
nines.
14.
14. So, what is yours total?
13.
13. So you two, as you see these two demons get bashed off, you do see 2 points coming out of the water below you.
Oh, shit.
It begins to rise, and you see a large set of horns.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my.
As this arises, and I need you three to also make dexterity saving throws as water from the river Styx
Uh-oh.
is splashed onto you.
Oh, I'm glad I moved in the middle.
No hero points.
Ah, damn it!
Come on,
You might
baby.
have two glowy eyes.
13.
13.
Ooh.
So the water does hit you.
That is an 8.
The water hits you.
20 not nat.
You avoid the water, so both of you. What kind of save was it?
Con.
Constitution saving throw from both of you.
Well, at least
20.
it's
20.
on concentration. So. That's even worse.
What was it?
8.
Okay, so
You're fine.
I swear this character is going to die
Plus
before the end of this
7
freaking.
Yeah.
So, you see, I rolled
Oh,
the same
no.
thing. Pick's eye begin to kind of shine, and then he blinks and it goes away. Then you look at Yucknaw's.
Oh god.
Picking up migraine.
How many? What new deformity does your?
Please, 2 heads.
One gold head.
Non-functional.
You see Yucknaw's begin to grow in height as his legs grow incredibly long and springy-like.
Oh no.
Your walking speed is increased by 10 feet.
Yes.
You basically have springs for legs
I
now.
was gonna say, do I have like the equivalent of long strider essentially?
Pretty much,
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll pick one of those legs.
Okay. Blood Moon, your turn.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Touchscreen. Yeah, you can customize it.
I would like to.
I would put river sticks.
I'll just throw more daggers.
Because when Ghost Deck got splashed by the river Styx, I remember his like beard changed color for almost. I think he barely passed his save for it. All right. Roll to attack.
I'm gonna start with the Hellfire Dagger this time. That's a 13 to hit the.
The big guy?
No. Not yet. This one. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. How do you want to kill it?
I want to just
This one?
like through the middle, just and
Sure.
then it goes
And
back.
he
That's a
slumps
Hellfire
down.
Dagger, so that goes back into the. Then I will do this because. Okay,
Dang it,
so.
Steve.
Steve, tap it. You tear through the wall.
I will do it. No. I'm gonna get rid of some of these smaller ones first. So that one, that's a 23 to hit.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yep, you can hit him. That'll hit.
9 points again. Okay. Is it dead?
It is dead.
Neat. And I will use my reaction to make another attack. Now, does that mean I have to make the other attack? Because it just says because it's the Ripper Dagger that I get to make another attack. Does it have to be with the dagger, or can it be just in general some kind of attack?
What?
I think it has to be because
I
it's
did
the
not
effect on the
understand any of
dagger.
that.
Yes, it's
It
on
has to be
the.
with the dagger then.
Okay.
Yes, it has to be from the dagger.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so kill that one because it died.
Okay.
And I'm using one of my first reaction. I get 2 reactions. And. Bloody hell. How far is this one?
45. You'd be
Can
thrown at
I
disadvantage.
just step some in that direction?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll try to hit that one.
Jump up in the air.
21.
21 will hit. As
11
Joink
points of
sees a
damage.
crossbow bolt go right above your head.
No, it's
Not
not
a crossbow.
It's a dagger.
Dagger, that's right.
I reach out for my friend as he falls off.
No.
So as the dagger hits it, you begin to reach out and you do grab onto the dagger, which slides out and then.
Someday.
Nah.
Anything else, Blood Moon?
Just give him a few more seconds of.
I will. No. Well, I'll use. I only used 5 feet, so I'll just kind of start going back just a little bit closer, so I'm within range of this.
Where?
Let's go like.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yeah,
That's your
just-
full
yeah,
movement.
that's
Because
fine.
use 5 feet. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
So, the Goristro will, hanging on the side, bam, 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 do 3 attacks. Who's in range?
Me.
Pick.
I think all 3 of them are technically.
Yeah, I'll do an attack on each of you guys.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Sure.
You can cast shield after he hits you.
Um,
You don't have to immediately cast it.
So,
Probably-
pick.
Probably will hit you.
Ooh! 32 to hit.
Oh yeah. Just barely.
Oh, it's so nice to not be playing Pathfinder.
27 to hit you, Sin.
Yeah, so you should wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
30 to hit you.
No. Yes.
So,
Blocks
as
with
its
his golden
fist
hand.
hits you, you each take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. But that will end its turn. Actually, no, it won't. He's going to stand up and... Let's see if he's athletic enough. He is. So you two would get opportunity attacks on him as he leaves your
Yeah, I'll take.
Oh fuck yeah.
range.
Let's see if I can do this. Yes,
22.
can. I think. I have
Warcaster, yes, you can use a spell as an attack of opportunity.
Yes. All right. I need it to
22.
make.
That'll hit.
I need it to make a con save.
Nice.
15 is the save.
17.
That still takes
Takes
half
half damage.
damage.
What did you do to it?
The Levi Special Blight.
What did you do? Pick.
I attack.
R.I.P.
How much damage?
Yeah, we don't talk about the Levi
One
special
second.
anymore, John.
What is it called?
Sorry.
It hurts too much. Right, Harrison?
The essence. I'm gonna release the essence for an extra 1d10 damage.
Sure.
So I did 23 damage.
Okay. Yaknaz, what did you do? As you cast Blight at it, you see a lot of its purpley fur begin to grow black and fall off. It is somehow not smellier than Pick's fur.
Also, if it's resistant to necrotic damage, it still takes.
Steve.
Granted, it still takes half damage, but it doesn't take half of half.
Okay.
He has a thing with his cleric that bypasses resistance.
So, I gotta add this all up. That is 15, 19, 20, 32, 36, 40, yeah, 43. So half of that would be.
Oh, half damage, John.
21 or 22.
Oh, would have been.
that's my fault for
Damage
that.
would have taken him out?
No.
Oh.
No! No, I just had to add hit points back.
Oh.
So, you fucked him up? As we get to Torg's turn.
I don't care about those little guys. I'm gonna walk towards
Sure.
the big guy.
Oh, by the way, the one in front of me is gone. His blood.
Oh, yeah. You right.
He did.
Then yeah, I'm gonna attack with -5 for each of these.
Sure.
That one will miss. And then a 17.
We'll miss.
Both those miss then. Then bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and let's Shield of Faith myself.
Anything else?
Nope.
Joink.
Alright. Well, I'm very saddened by the one that was stolen out from under me.
I left you 2 more.
It's fine.
Devo on the radio. I'm just gonna focus onto the big dude and try to like kneecap him with a couple crossbow shots. 21.
21 will hit.
Fantastic. For 10 points of damage,
Okay.
and then a 25
25 will hit.
for 13 points of damage. I'll throw Fury the Small for an extra 8, so 21.
Sure. Anything else?
That is it for now.
Launch your crossbow, and you do kneecap him.
Throw my
Rears
crossbow
out
and then
and
it returns to my belt.
We'll skip Yuknaz.
Hey.
I'm
What
gonna
are you
I'll
doing,
move towards the
Yuknaz?
center of the ship,
Like here?
where I can still see him.
Do you want to go up on the
Yeah.
second level?
As long as I can still see
Yeah. 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll get you right there.
It's fine.
So you're kind of up on deck.
Yeah, might as well. 3rd level spell. He's. Wait a minute, is he close? Is he within 5 feet of me?
No.
Okay. Good. I don't want to do a disadvantage.
You'd have to move if you wanted to.
No, he's saying that for a disadvantage on the attack.
Spell cat. It's a distance spell.
Wait a minute. No, he actually is within 5 feet of you. Sorry.
Never mind.
You know, just back up a step.
Actually, no, he isn't within 5 feet of you. I think you were.
I was on the edge.
Yeah, I think he went right. Because you got attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay. And that's probably not gonna hit. But where did it go? There it is. Guiding bolts has a 11 to hit.
11 will miss. Anything else?
Yeah, just for the hell. I don't know. I can't because that's another spell. Ah, damn it! What did I do that for? Go away. Shit. Okay. Yeah. I'll do a bonus action. Drink a healing potion.
Sure. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, so we get to a demon's turns who will come aboard. Go to the first thing that they see, which is Yuknaz.
Group hug. As he awkwardly stands like a
30
old
barely.
cartoon villain with. No, he's like Waluigi. That's what I'm picturing.
This one will not get an attack because it's going to rush towards you. These ones won't. Yep. 6. So 3 of them won't get attacks on you, but the rest of them will. So that's 6 around you. So 3 of them will make attacks, Torg.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
Right now it's 20.
20. So 2 of them will hit because I rolled 2 19s, and then the other one's 18 to hit, so that'll miss. But 2 of them will hit you. So you take 12 points of damage total from both hits.
The first one that hits when he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
18.
Succeeds, but it's going to still take half damage.
Okay. What are you doing?
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Be after taking half 5 points of damage.
Okay. So the one it's sizzled up as you kill it with the Hellish Rebuke. The other one, however, does have you grappled.
Okay.
Like, you are inside of his form now. It's gross.
I'm immune to disease, it's fine.
Okay. Let's see, so 3 of them will make attacks on you, Yuknaz. And they are all under 10, so they will all miss. Hot and cold. Then we get to pick.
I really just want to get into range, like 10-foot range of some of these guys, but still stay in range of the big guy. So I guess maybe if I move there, maybe?
Sure. 15, 20. You gonna go right there?
Yeah, that's fine.
It'll be 30 feet to get you there.
And then I'm just going to attack him right now. The big guy. 19.
19 will hit.
And a nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Those will both hit.
So for the 19 is 18 damage.
Okay.
And then
Ooh, that's pretty.
23 plus 9 is 32 damage.
Okay. So as you smash into its hoof, it's very angry, very hurt.
I'm gonna action surge and
Sure.
attack twice again. That's an 18, 30 to hit.
Okay.
And 2. Just stuck with the same die. Yeah, that's just an extra 12 damage.
Okay, he is not happy. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for now.
Okay, Sin, what are you doing? Seeing this giant, almost minotaur-like beast to one side, and Yukna is surrounded by these gross demons on the other.
If I try to move away from the big guy, is he gonna get an opportunity attack on me?
Mhm.
Okay.
Unless you action disengage.
Then you don't
You
have that
could.
spell action.
She could move around him though,
So
so you could move back if you want to hit the other guys.
No, she
And
could hit
just
the other
move
guys.
around
The
the
other guys are
body.
2
Yeah.
feet away
Oh,
from her.
It'd still be disadvantaged because he's within 5 feet of her. Though.
did I not get an opportunity attack on him?
He's within 5 feet of you still.
He didn't leave your.
Oh,
Right,
he.
right.
He
Okay.
jumped
Okay.
over you.
Okay. That makes sense. I swear I had a spell and now I can't find it.
You okay there, bud?
About 20 rounds.
Have some Taco Bell?
I queued up. That's probably the problem.
Mine didn't react that big for me, and I
don't remember what it did.
almost
It was
everything.
Thunder Stab.
Of course, I
I
only
used
did
it
eat
last
3
time.
bites.
And it's not in my
That's not
inventory anymore.
like reacting badly or anything. It's just rumbling.
No.
Rumbly and you tumbly.
You can. Well, here, let me look it up.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's a Techno-Goristro.
Yeah.
Huh?
That is the Techno-Goristro.
Mm-hmm. Attack Restro.
You should be able to do. Does it have all of your spell slots added that you're supposed to have?
I thought I did.
Do you know what spell you were looking for?
Yeah, it's
Thunder Stab.
Thunder Step. I used it last time, and I can't find it now.
Here, I've
So
got it.
That's 3rd level.
Yep, 3rd level spell. Does 3d10.
Yep, I see it on your thing.
Do everything within
There it is.
10
Oh my
feet.
goodness.
Is that a save that he makes?
Well, she's teleporting herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a
But
con
I still
yes,
think
it'd
it's
still
safe.
be a save.
It's a con save.
Yeah, it's a constant.
Because they get knocked prone,
Oh.
I think, from the.
What is the DC?
I think, don't they? Or
No,
they
it's
get
just
pushed.
damage.
Oh,
It's just half
you're
damage.
thinking of Thunder
Rolled a
Wave.
15.
15.
Okay, so meet it to beat it, so he does succeed.
It's half damage.
Half
So
damage.
it says though every creature within 10 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna do Careful Spell.
Oh.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
ask him. I can take him with me if he wants to come with me.
You being he.
Yes,
Right.
sorry. Or I can leave you.
Do you want to go with away from all the people while she thundersteps?
Sure, why not?
Okay, then I don't have to do Careful Spell. That's 3d10.
If any of those demons are within 10 feet, they also have to make that con save.
Mhm.
Fail. It's just one of them. The lines are very hard to see on the grid on the deck there.
Yeah.
They're like the exact same color.
Yeah.
The wood grain kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier for me to see if I look at the screen. Like
Alright, is he within 5 feet of me?
Who?
You got Nas.
You can move within 5 feet of him. If you move within 5 feet of him, you could get the other 3
Yeah.
with it,
Okay.
and you wouldn't provoke any opportunity attacks or
Yeah,
anything.
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Fail. Pass. So one does pass, so it takes half damage.
Not that I don't think it'll matter for the demons with 3d10.
It's gonna be 18.
18, so you see 2 of them fizzle and pop away.
And then where are you guys teleporting
Yeah, where are you
to?
teleporting
Yeah.
to?
it's off the side of the boat.
There's a monster back behind the screen that's going to
Trying to get out.
too.
Where do you want to go?
How far can you go?
You decide.
I have a cone of stuff I can do
It just says
if
an
you
eye-
get me.
An unoccupied space you can see within
Right.
range.
90 feet?
90 feet. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you can go basically anywhere on the ship.
Yeah. Where did you say you wanted to go, Yasna?
Somewhere I can shoot a 50-foot cone and not hit any of the allies.
Straight up in the air and
50
give
or
them a
15.
people's elbow.
15.
I
Uh,
thought
Trying
you
to
said
hit the big guy.
50.
I might have said 50. I meant 15.
okay. Well, we'll do.
I don't know if
You
like
can hit Torg, it's fine.
I don't want to hit target, but so I'm assuming I can probably like angle it, like
You do,
go
you
like
do.
right here,
First shot.
the 15-foot.
I don't think that would be
take.
fun, but
Sure. Yeah.
you do, you
Let's
do.
do it.
It's
You
not too bad.
No. I'm not.
land right there.
And
Okay.
can I move back a little bit?
Sure.
Just a
Where do you
little.
want to go?
Just backwards.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Anything else? Blood Moon.
I would first like to use my bonus action to put a hex on the Goristro.
Before any better.
Yep.
So
Just
use
accidentally miss
this
him and, like,
nice
push him
little
further
pink
out.
Hit
thing.
them with the door.
And then I will try to hit it. As a 21.
21 will hit.
Okay. So, probably a lot of damage here, potentially.
You get sneak attack too?
Yeah, I should be within 5 feet of him.
You get sneak attack? What are you doing to it? Eldritch Blast?
No, I'm doing.
Dagger?
I'm throwing a dagger.
Okay.
But I also get the damage from the hex as well.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
So, let's see here. I am concentrating, so I'll give you that in a second too.
That's
oh,
fun.
I have to choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on all ability checks made.
Not
with
saving
this
throws, checks.
Chosen ability. So, wisdom.
It's not saves.
Not saves,
It's
it's
not
checks.
saves.
If it was saves, that would be a very
Dexterity.
overpowered spell.
Dexterity.
Okay.
Yeah, dexterity.
Oh,
Well, no, strength wouldn't be. I mean, I guess if you had to break out or something.
Yeah.
So, but I don't. Maybe you can knock it. Anyway. Okay, so
Go
That's-
wrestle him to the edge, you know.
How
8.
much damage?
8 to start,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Some old school battle music. Final Fantasy 5 or maybe?
I think
that's
it's 6.
23.
No, I don't think it's 6.
It's
How
PlayStation
much?
era, so it's
8 plus 23.
31.
because the
Okay.
rock organ is
That's sneak attack
Me.
plus
PlayStation.
6 more necrotic damage for the.
You see just this dark
I just don't know
crimson
where
coming
it comes
down
from.
where you guys have been slashing and smacking him. Oh, what else you got?
I'm gonna throw another dagger at it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was the blink dagger. Shit.
Pretty good. 19 plus 6 at 29.
That'll hit.
10 more points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, but I am concentrating.
I already got one on there for you.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So, the Goristro will step out of your range.
Hi.
That'll hit.
What'd you get?
28.
Oh yeah. You're
Might
missed.
won't.
Okay.
What's gonna run at me?
I was waiting for whoever was alone in an
It's fine.
Fine.
It's fine.
17.
It changed like 3 times in that whole turn
Still
about who I was going to rush.
uncanny dodge.
How much?
17.
17, okay.
Pump a device
That is
might
great.
do it.
As it runs to you, and you make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
So you cannot use uncanny dodge.
Well, I can for the damage.
You're thinking of evasion.
Yeah.
Okay. Uncanny dodge is. I'm
It's
sorry,
just-
I'm used to you playing a monk.
I
Okay.
can't just dodge. Strength.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not my best, but
Let's see if it hits you first. It will. 25 to hit.
oh yeah, that's gonna fail. I bet that's only an 8.
Okay, so that will fail. You will
Bye.
take 45 points.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay.
I would take half of that.
And on top of that, as he runs, you do take an extra 38 points.
It's fine. I might still be.
So 45 halved,
might be
22. So you take 22 points of damage and then 38 on top
So
of
you're
that.
taking 60 total.
Oh, I'm down.
So you
Bye.
automatically fail your strength saving throw as you are flung at the edge of the ship. And klunk in the water.
Alright, I'm unconscious in the river Styx. It's fine.
No longer concentrating, I imagine.
No.
Okay.
Shit.
That's all it can do.
That's
all.
all.
That's
Oh.
all.
Torig,
It.
what are you doing?
Well, since I'm restrained or grappled, I can't really move. So I'm gonna bash at these demons that are on me.
Only one
Can
of them
I
is
at
grappling
least
you.
say that Red Rum had the sense to jump off of my unconscious body?
Yeah, and as
since
you
now-
look up with your dying eyes, you do see Red Rum up on the railing
Good. As long as he's
Aw.
fine.
with his little cloak.
The lowest is a 14.
Okay, you'll hit.
It's alright. You can have him if I
I'll
die.
take care of him.
The first one's gonna take 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna slash at the next one that's with me. For
Did you hit the one that was grappling you first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shake a
for
bone.
17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then as part of my great weapon master feat, since because I assume that took that one down to 0 too,
Yes.
I can use my bonus action to attack the other one of the other ones.
Sure.
That's
Sure.
a 27 to hit
hmm
for 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn it.
So you just, with one big swing, just... Second swing, chop him again. Third swing, all 3 of them. Dunzo.
Yep. That's gonna be it for me for right now.
Okay. Joink.
Alright. How tall is this thing?
Pretty tall. Like 30 feet tall, maybe?
Okay, fantastic.
25?
I'm gonna be aiming for his head, and if I hit, I'm gonna throw a bursting arrow in his
Sure.
face. 18.
18 will miss.
And a second shot. It's worse, and let's action surge.
Okay.
And a miss. And 22.
That'll hit.
Alright. So I'm gonna throw a bursting shot, so there's 13 points of normal damage and 6 points of force damage as it explodes in his face.
Does he have to make a save or anything? It's not the walloping arrows, so no. Okay.
Just damage.
So yeah,
Just extra force
you
damage.
hit him.
Yep.
You hit him hard. And so he looks at you now with one of his eyes kind of, the bolt sticking out of it.
That's fair. I will run away.
Where do you want to go?
As far away as I can.
What's your speed?
30.
Yep, you can get right up there.
And can I take a hide bonus action?
Sure. Yeah, if you wanna like hide be underneath the railing right there.
Yep.
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
Okay. 21.
He does this side of you. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah, Nas.
Alright.
You've seen Blood Moon get flung into the water and noticed noticed consciousness leave his eyes. As
I-
Red Rum looks very sad looking into the water.
I can get 40 feet so I can at least see her on the side of this, floating in the water.
You could get over here and look and see her.
Okay. Whichever is easier.
It's a tall ship, about 20 feet off of the water.
Okay. As long as I
Well,
can
that's why
see
he was
her.
trying to get over there so he could look down.
Well,
I just need to be able to see her.
There's, a 10-foot, step up here, so you'd have to go up the steps. These steps are currently blocked,
Okay.
unless you want to go by him.
How long are your springy legs?
That is true.
Smile.
You do have springy legs. I will allow you 5, 10, doing 20, 25, 30. We'll get you right there, right on the edge of the ship.
I have 40 feet total. But
That's
it's
as
on the
close
edge.
as you can get to the edge of the ship. As you look down, he is 20 feet down in the water,
Right.
floating there.
As long as I can see him.
Oh, this will be fun.
I'm going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level.
That was close, Sean.
That's alright, I have $1 in my wallet anyways, just in case.
That was when you cut yours. I was like, oh shit.
not cash.
6, 8,
You would have gotten an IOU put in
12.
there. Like
Nikki?
Nikki.
I forgot I have $1 in my wallet, so remind me and I'll put it in.
12 points of healing to blood.
Yay.
As you feel
Wake up, you son of a bitch!
yourself completely submerged in water, you can't breathe as you head goes above the surface.
What the fuck? Okay, what saves do I have to make, I assume?
We will get to that on your
All
turn.
Yeah, I don't think I have
Anything else?
to pull her out of the water with.
That's fine, I'll try I can climb.
I will get out of the thing's way if I got.
So you
I
get 10 more feet of
Yeah.
movement.
You get 10 feet.
10 more feet, yep.
Just move back.
Yeah, let's move me back 10 feet.
Doing, doing.
I told you, he looks like Waluigi.
Even more now.
Okay, so
That's
these.
what I picture.
They're all 3 going to make attacks on you.
I have to start wearing purple.
So pick one.
They will all miss.
So pick one anyway with all 3 of them next to each other.
Pick. What are you doing?
If I move right next to Rob's character right there, can I attack him and him? Am I in
You
range?
can attack all 3 of them.
Okay.
If you move there.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna attack the one that's right in front of me first.
Sure.
It's a 17 plus 12, so probably I would hope that hits.
This doesn't sound good.
17 damage to that one.
This is what Harrison
Winners
from God of War.
And then I will, I guess, extra attack him.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so how much 17 to that one?
17
That
now.
one's dead.
Okay.
You can hit the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
Eh.
6.
These zombie minis have things that minis like to get caught on. It's very annoying to move them.
16 to hit
Oh,
the
yeah.
other one.
Yep.
And that's 19 damage to hit.
He did.
I'll drop my axe and summon my scythe
As you bring it down on the other one.
and attempt to attack the other one. 18.
Oh yeah.
That's only 10 damage.
Oh, I could have.
But at least I got 2 of them. Got 2 other essences.
You
Yeah.
got 3 of
Oh,
them.
nice! 3 essence. Sweet.
They're not very hard at all. Anything else?
Nope, that was my action and bonus action.
Okay, so what are you
movement.
doing? Oh, movement. Yeah, you moved 5 feet. So.
I'm gonna move as close as I can to the big guy.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
You can get right up next to it.
Oh shit, my axe is on the ground though. So no, I don't want to move.
Sin, what are you doing?
One of those grog chains.
I
Yeah.
am.
Chain returning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Storm Spear. I think I'm gonna do it right behind him. Not where those 2 are, but next to them, so they're not within it.
Sure.
no one's in it, so I can't really do any damage. But until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on each of my turns to cast a bolt of lightning to leap from the center towards one creature I choose within 60 feet.
Where do you put the sphere? Is it a 5-foot sphere?
It is a 20-foot sphere.
Oh wow.
It's 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah, it's a. I'm sorry, yeah, it's a.
So it's a
20
40-foot sphere.
Yeah, it's a 40-foot sphere.
Holy
I will put a centering thing on it. Where do you put it? You can put it
Yeah,
like
maybe
right
I
here,
yeah.
so it.
Yeah.
Sure. Do not get close to that.
Well, about that.
I have to get on the ship first.
Anything else?
Can I use my bonus action now? Since it's my bonus
Yeah,
action.
I
to
don't
do
see why
lightning?
not.
Yeah.
So 2 bolts of lightning, or does it just do 1?
It is 46 for the lightning damage. Plus I get +4.
Do you have to roll an attack for it?
Oh, nope. I do not.
Is it a save that it does?
Oh, wait. Nope, I do, but I have an advantage.
Okay.
$18.
18 will miss.
Okay.
Anything
wait.
else?
18 plus your
Plus
spellcasting
my-
Oh,
modifier.
then yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yours is a what, a +7?
7.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit. 25. 25.
Mikey. Get vintage.
That's going to be 22.
22 points of damage
Lightning, yeah.
as a bolt strikes it. And it turns around. Can't figure out what hit it.
And I'm done.
Okay. Blood Moon. In the water. You spent an entire turn in the water. Or unconscious in the water. There is no save for you for dexterity. Make a constitution saving throw as your lungs have taken in a good amount of the river Styx.
Delicious.
Does it taste
With
refreshing?
an extremely high DC.
No, I'm not gonna move. Well,
Constitution
18.
saving throw. That will fail.
yeah, I figured.
Does he grow long, springy legs too?
Long springy neck.
2 heads.
Or do I just die?
I have Revivify.
I don't know if that'll help with this.
Oh, that's true. It depends on how it.
Hold on.
I don't know.
You become a Garistro.
So,
Oh no.
I couldn't remember what was a 1 and what was a 100. So, who's looking at her in the water? Him in the water.
It was me, but I
Yep,
moved
no,
back.
that's for sure.
So you don't notice anything. Are you climbing up?
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, with your tabaxi claws, you could get all the way up to the top.
Does he still have
All
tabaxi
of your
claws?
movement. He does. But the Yuknas, as you look, you see
Constitution saving throw.
no. You just see Blood Moon looking at you now with like a vibrant yellow fur color and bright red eyes,
I bet that's great for a rogue.
like Winnie the Pooh yellow.
Oh my god.
I
It
think
is,
you've changed colors a bit.
it is
If it would have
jacket
been a
turned red.
100, you would have gotten another head.
Well, that wouldn't have been too bad, really.
But now you're just different colors.
Did his jacket turn red too?
No, just the fur. And your eyes are bright red.
I like that part. Not so much this part.
I can see
can
you
I
from
tell?
a mile away now.
Can I see it?
Yes, now as you kind of look.
I guess it could be worse, but I'm gonna have to wear a lot more clothes.
So, you were prone in the water, climbing up. I'll say you used all of your base movement to get up there. You are a rogue, so you could dash or tabaxi speed.
Yes, I would like to move the fuck away from just
Okay, which way?
this.
Laser pointer.
This way. Over here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Could get you there.
As he walks by, I go, hey!
Yeah, so now you see a very strangely colored tabaxi run by you.
Mustard yellow.
No,
Mustard.
it's like a honey yellow. Like Winnie the Pooh.
Anything else?
Piglet. So what's this distance here?
Right at 40.
All right, I'm gonna throw some daggers at it.
Sure.
I wish I could still hex it, but I can't.
You only have one spell slot.
Yeah, it's just magic.
Magic initiate, I get it.
23
23.
is on it. Oh,
That will
no,
hit.
no, nothing's in sneak attack distance.
Nope.
That's okay. 10 points of damage.
Anything else?
I'm hitting it again.
Sure.
20 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 points of damage.
Anything else? So,
Flip it off.
as it turns around, seeing the lightning bolt that just hit it, it sees you two.
It sees a storm cloud.
Oh,
Let's see if it hits both of you. Yes. The lowest one of those was 24 to hit both of you. Okay. So both of you need to make a strength saving throw.
+4. Nice.
I probably chose the two worst to make do a
Yeah.
strength saving throw. What?
Use a bonus action.
Jesus.
Did you not 20 yet?
32.
I did not do great, but it's still at 12.
So you both take 45 points of damage as it gores you. What did you get, a 12?
Yeah.
You fail. You take 38 extra points of piercing damage.
Oh, I'm down.
And you are pushed 20 feet away. You take half of that. So what is
14?
14? Yeah.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, right on the edge.
Oh boy.
And that's all it can do.
Need some healing.
Torrig, make a death saving throw.
Fail.
Alright, Joink, what are you doing?
Is the airship moving right now?
Yeah, so it's continually moving down the
how
water.
Fast?
Getting pretty fast.
Like specifically how fast?
How fast do you need it to go?
If I were to banish this thing for 6 seconds and it reappeared,
Yes, that would work. It might, yeah, well, looking at your house back there, it might
that's
We're
true.
here in a
show up
house.
in your
Maybe
house.
it'll end up in the maze.
Maybe it will. It
We're
is.
just in our house.
And it can use its ability, Labyrinth Recall, to perfectly recall any path it has traveled.
Either way, I'm gonna shoot it.
Sure. Are you going to banish it?
Well, if I hit it, maybe.
Okay.
Let's try it. That one's not gonna hit it, so let's try the second one. Now is a 25
25 will hit.
for 13 points of damage. Yeah, let's
Okay.
banish it. It's a charisma save, please.
I'm assuming it has bad charisma. Actually, not that bad.
But now it's pretty intimidating.
17?
Yeah, that saves. So he's gonna take an extra 4 points of force damage on
Okay.
top of
Anything else?
that. There are no other enemies on here, are there?
No.
Okay. I don't think I have too much I can do, to be honest. I'm just gonna hide again, I think. I can't make it to the down people
Okay.
person.
Yuck Nas.
Alright. So I just need to. Where is it? There it is. I just need to get within 60 feet of him.
You can get like right there. 20, 25 will get you right there within 60 feet of him.
Alright, and also I'd like to be able to get in a way that I can angle the cone at this and not hit him.
30 feet.
Okay.
Shoot the cone that way.
Okay. So first off, bonus action,
Yeah,
healing
I
word.
had to move right there, actually. Otherwise, 15-foot cone wouldn't get it.
That's fine. I think this is 2d4, yeah. Bonus action, healing word. That's not terrible. That is 6 plus 4, so 10 points of healing.
Torrig, as you feel your breath find you again.
Not happy.
And then I'm gonna unleash, because I forgot to do this the last time, I'm gonna unleash all 3 of the souls I have in the shield on this
Sure.
son of a bitch. Alright, so that takes 11 points of necrotic damage.
Is there a save or anything that he makes?
No.
Not from the
Bless
shield.
you.
Okay.
The only save it does is if I'm trying to take its soul.
So as you ding, hit your shield and the souls get released, how does Yeknaz want to kill it?
Now I'm really mad.
Had 3 essences.
You see
down
these
there,
ghostly
so I
figures
hit
just
two.
start swirling around him and just
charges,
like,
second level spell slots.
the
Divine
Ghostbusters Slimer just consume him. And if he has a soul, I'd like to make him a wisdom saving throw and try to steal it. I don't know if
He does not have a soul.
Okay, never mind then. But yeah, just they consume him.
And he slumps, turns into ichor, falls off. Make a perception check, everybody.
Mine at
Wind,
disadvantage since I'm
moon.
on my ass. There's some mine at disadvantage since I'm on my ass.
No, you would have got. You could get up.
What are you
What is
doing,
with the
baby?
minds? Jesus fucking
Oh.
Christ.
11. No, wait. Yeah, 11.
Did anybody get below a 10?
No, I got a 21.
Got a 6.
Okay, so everybody except for Peggy. Everybody but Pick does see off in the distance in the river more Garistros begin to pop up. As you begin to speed up, they begin to come close. Horatio will step onto deck. Well, you did a good job with that one. But there's more! Boys, get them! And then they all get on the cannons and harpoons. And
What the fuck
Shoot.
did you do that before?
I guess better late than never.
well, you see, you're
I
only
was
up
at
here
the
for
beginning.
18 seconds. It was very, very quick. Well, they're getting them. And you see just, you guys slowly pick up speed as the cannon fire is able to suppress the Goristros that were emerging from the river Styx. As you do get to a fast enough speed that the propellers begin spinning, you do take off, your house in tow behind you. You do travel back to the material plane.
I'm gonna
Your
dump all
home-
my lay on hands on myself.
Sure. Your home is returned to its spot where it once stood. And that is where we will end Red in the Green, a Horde of Horrors one-shot.
Thanks for running. It's fun.
Tax day, everybody. Do your taxes.
Do the
Or
taxes.
you will go to hell.
Your house will anyway.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
house
I
might
think it was
get
gonna be
pulled to
an
hell,
easy
and then you
one.
have
Yeah,
to
tax
deal with a
bill.
bone lady who did.
Way to swerve us there, buddy. I enjoyed it. Thank you everybody for watching. As always, a lot of our streams do benefit Extra Life, Play Games, Heal Kids. The donation link's down below. Anything helps, like we've said. Trying to beat that number up there.
Beat it!
Yeah, you don't have to donate a lot. You can just donate $1. I mean, you don't have to donate thousands of dollars. It just any dollar amount helps. So,
You're also welcome to donate thousands of dollars.
I mean, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
We're
we're
good
perfectly.
guys, yeah.
We will accept, donations to Extra Life for $1,000 or more.
As far as this upcoming week, Tuesday we have Mischief Makers.
And then Thursday we have more of going solo with more Yakuza Kiwami.
Kicking.
And Friday, hopefully these guys can survive in the
Chaos.
Bullies of the Bed Dragon of Bluefield, minus their Warlock.
Maybe the Bed Cat of Bluefield.
because the Warlock has a wedding to attend this weekend.
Are you officiating?
Yeah. Same place I officiated your guys' wedding, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So I'm familiar with it.
Father Rob is.
Because
Father Rob?
they're without their cleric on Saturday.
You
Well,
can
he
watch
is.
the stream.
Yeah, let's have the
White
stream
Rabbit
going
Gaming.
during the wedding. It's in the background.
And you can save 10% on your order at whiterabbitgamingshop.com by using the code Feywild. We have portraits like that. Well, stickers like that.
Yeah.
Poster like that. Shirts with those. You can't see it, but blankets and poster of that.
It's
Oh, can you
behind.
see it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's behind
yeah, you
Nikki's
can.
head.
It's just a little blurry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm trying to like frame it, but I'm moving the wrong hands.
we
Somebody
appreciate
just
you
score a
guys,
touchdown, or what's going on with you?
and we will catch you guys next time.
Hallelujah.
Peace.
Bye bye.